The broadcast and start streaming. Let's do that. And let's go live on TikTok as well, shall we? Shall we? Hello, everyone. Good to see you today. Hope YouTube side is doing well. Morning. Michelle Heather, hey, good to see you. Hey, we have a call tomorrow. A rescheduled call. But we have a call tomorrow. I'm excited for it. Hope you're excited for it as well. NB the G joined up. Wendy Taylor joined up. Lunar Blade joined up. TikTok side is rocking down. Getting everybody in here. Welcome. Happy call checking Wednesday to you. Glad to see you here. What's up, Kayla? Overkill. Paisley Heather joined in. Hello, Pug Tatties. Jelly joined. What's up, Christy Foam? Wait, is that right? Christy Foam? Yeah. Okay, Renee, your birthday's tomorrow. 33 years young. Heck yes. We'll do a birthday dance here in a moment for you. Honestly, it's so lame, but apples and peanut butter. It's delicious for your favorite midnight snack. Let's hear it. What's the favorite midnight snack? Crystal, I'm looking so much more relaxed. I was just pumped up. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Rebecca. Man, you know what? Cinnamon Toast Crunch is damn good. I'm like a dry cereal kind of guy, though. Candy Thunder thinks it's disgusting. I'll put cereal in a cup. I'm not a big milk fan. I think I have like a lactose intolerance. Amber Cold Pizza. What did you say? Yeah, she doesn't find that part gross. You find it gross when I put dry cereal in a cup too. Don't lie. I can't hear you, Tater. Here she comes.
I have no problem with dry cereal. The problem that I have is that he takes the cup with the crummies in it and turns it upside down in the dishwasher without rinsing out the crummies. And then they get on the bottom dishes. But it's okay. But I have no problems with dry cereal.
She lies.
That's not true.
She lies. She lies. I do rinse it out. But, you know, cereal crumbs stick. Even when you rinse it out. They're there. And then when the washer runs, it knocks them out. And then it goes. But even if I put cereal on, it'll be like the tiniest little bit. Or milk. If I put milk on it, it'll be the tiniest little bit. And she's like, gross. What are you doing? It's like, I just want enough milk in there to just to moisten the cereal. But you know what? We have Captain Crunch at home right now. And we can't eat it because it's like chewing on pebbles. Captain Crunch will beat your mouth up like nothing else will. Like, you can only eat Captain Crunch once a year because you got to give your mouth time to recover to be able to eat it again. Eating Captain Crunch is like the equivalent of mouth MMA. It is like, you have to schedule that shit ahead of time. You got to weigh in. Peanut butter? I made a crunchy peanut butter sandwich last night for my midnight snack. Totally did. Not crummies. Someone who put OJ in their cereal. I have heard of that before. I couldn't do it. It's way too acidic for me. Way too acidic. Dry cereal in a cup. And I actually have Navy Thunder doing this as well, and it drives Candy Thunder nuts. Drive the nuts. Cake? Man, you know what? If I had cake around all the time to have as like a midnight snack, you know what? If we had dirt cake in the fridge at all times, midnight snack. Every day. It'd be so terrible for me, but I would do it. Mary, you've done OJ in the cereal and you didn't like it? Cookies or chocolate? Yeah, you know what? That midnight thing hits and you're just like, I need chocolate. I don't care what kind. I need chocolate. We've had Oreo Cakesters that we got from Sam's Club. So like a big ass box of them in the house for a while now. And Candy Thunder has hidden them from herself so that they're not easy to find. But here's what happens. It'll be midnight snack time and I'm like, I'm going to go get something. She's like, what are you getting? I'm like, I don't know. And then I'll go get it, and then I'll come back, and she'll be like, will you go get me an Oreo Cakester? And I'm like, yeah, where are they? And you're like, and Katie Thunder's like, you have to go in the foyer, and then turn right into the office, and then turn right again, and they're under the box of goldfish in the box. Okay. So I go on a quest to get the Oreo Cakesters. They are good, though. They're damn good. I did. I'll show you the green flags here in a bit. Hopefully, we have an opportunity to showcase the green flags. I have a green flag animation, and if you were here for the last stream, you saw it. But it has been fixed, so it's not covering my face the whole time either. Elise throwing down the $5 super on the YouTube side says, Dusty, for those of us that saw the story, we saw your knees. You're supposed to just be a torso. LOL. Yeah, the angle of that wasn't doing me any favors either. I know. It's weird. I'm a floating bus. Just imagine. I don't have legs. I don't have feet. It's okay. I know it's weird. It's weird. Cocoa Pebbles and milk that turned chocolate. That was the best. Candy Thunder. That was pretty damn good. We haven't had Cocoa Pebbles in ages. I feel like Navy Thunder would love that too much. She would want it all the time. Or Cookie Crisp, something like that. That turns the milk chocolatey too. Daniela loved the sleeve tattoo idea. For those of you in the VIP, yeah, there's a Facebook post with a couple tattoo ideas that I've been contemplating. Thinking, not doing anything right now, just thinking. Hey, Aunt Sue dropping the Heart Me Overkill Mill with the bolts. Candy CLKB, Taylor Devin, Silver Purge dropping some bolts as well. We are going for 4K bolts to get Candy Thunder up here to start the show, by the way. Olivia Marie, Diana Galvin, Emmy Castro, Olivia Marie again, Fane, Daniela, Taylor Devin, Tony Spark dropping some bolts there. He is with us in the studio today. Taylor Devin, Tiffany, Madam Maeve, Olivia Marie, Luz, Boo Boo, Tiffany Frosted Flakes, Kayla, Jill, Luz again there, SOS, Ameldine Shepard, TK, Carol Jaworski, Overkill Mill, TK again, Wendy Taylor, Andromeda Amber, Karen Shaper Cutter, Aunt Sue, Carrie Reagan, Rebecca Itzrata, Kristen James. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. You love the black and white idea. You know what? So Candy Thunder's brother Ryan actually suggested that to me. Like, go black and white, maybe just do like one pop of color. The lightning bolts, I'd really love to do, and they have like a UV ink, UV reactive ink. So if it was all just like black and white or just black ink, but there was a UV reactive ink, when you looked at it in a normal setting, it wouldn't look any different. But as it absorbs some light and then you go into a dark space, it would glow. The lightning bolts would glow, yo. They would glow. It would be so cool. I think it might be a little bit much for Candy Thunder. I think it might be much. Matt Hatter, midnight snack for you is hummus with either crackers or some veggies. You know what? Hummus with what are the Stacy's pita chips? Oh, are we getting mic'd up here? Okay. Candy Thunder wants to punch in and say something. Just keep in mind there's music playing, so you'll have to. Oh, okay. Well, the mic is hot.
I said I refuse to let you glow in the dark. I do not want that kind of light in our bedroom when I'm trying to sleep.
So I told Candy
like glowing from beneath the covers is not awesome.
No, it's not going to be like that. I'm not going to glow all the time like a freaking lightning bug. It would just be like the light would fade as the light it had absorbed faded as well. But I told Caden Thunder about this idea, and he was like, man, that'd be awesome. Until you were trying to hide from a serial killer or something. Good point. Candy Thunder's like, yeah, so don't do it. Zombie apocalypse. I'll just keep it wrapped so it doesn't absorb any light. Hummus and everything, bagel thins. Oh, yeah. The Stacy's like pita chips and hummus. There was something else we used to have with hummus that was really, really good. Hummus is good. Chocolate hummus. Oh, yeah, the cinnamon and sugar pita chips with chocolate hummus. Yeah. I like to take healthy things and make them like desserty things. You know what I mean? Hey, K-Bon, Christian Museum Girl, Michaela, Aunt Sue, HRH the Princess, Overkill Mill dropping 560 lightning bolts. Holy cow, thanks so much. Tony Sparks, Silver, Mary Bear, HRH the Princess again, Rebecca Itrata dropping the 50, Crazy Cajun, Kristen James, Karen Shaper Cutter, y'all are awesome. Tiffany dropping a hundo there, Michaela. Thank you so much. Homemade bagels, pickles, and buttered toast. Beyond, that's your midnight snackies. Pickles and buttered toast. Like together? Huh. Brie, favorite snack, whatever I've been hiding from my kids. I like it. Hatter, you'd like the idea I want to do the Speak No Evil, but pumpkin style, make it very spooky. Oh, I like it. I like it. All right, let's go ahead and get rocking here. Before we do that, if you got a birthday today, tomorrow, or coming up, this one's for you. Happy gosh heckin' birthday to you. Let's just go ahead and rock it up. Let me know if you got a birthday coming up. And I know we got a couple in there already. Let us know you or your loved one's got a birthday coming up today or this week. Happy gosh heckin' birthday to you. Heck yes. Picked a very hot week to have a birthday. At least in our neck of the woods. It's been above 95 every day here. The 30 seconds? Heather? Wait. My brain is so confused on so many levels, Heather. The 31st. Okay. I was like, there's no month with 32 days. And there's no 30 seconds. K Renee, heck yeah. 97 there in Kentucky. Mom's birthday is Monday, Tiggy. Heck yes. Happy birthday to her. Oh, no, Danny. Lincoln Park has some kind of count up on the website? No way. No, how can you? I don't know that there can be a Lincoln Park now with that Chester, right? Can there be? A lady, she had wicked storms early this morning, 5 a.m. No. Nope. Whole lot of nope. You had the heat on this morning, overkill? That's wild. All right, let's go ahead and get rocking and rolling. Welcome to the live, ladies and gentlemen. This Wednesday, August the 28th of the year 2024. QOD, of course, today is a favorite midnight snack. We'll be talking about that here for a little bit. We haven't said what is yours, Candy Thunder? What's your favorite midnight snack? Oreos.
Or the Crunchmaster crackers with sour cream.
Crunchmaster crackers with sour cream. Sour cream is not my jam. Okay, we say Oreos because it's been a while since we've had Tim Tams in the house. If we had Tim Tams in the house, would that answer change? Right now, Oreos. Wow. As Tim Tams sit on her desk. There's only one left in there, by the way. There were two, and I ate one of them a couple days ago. Wait. Shame. Get the shame bell out for that. Coming up, we have stories about unused plus ones, exes' funerals, bachelorette party bombshells, parenting lessons gone too far, ? Husbands who don't like to travel, jewelry disagreements, and of course we have a cake story, or cake stories, plural, and spicy stories. Heck yes, let's rock and roll. First goal, of course, is 4K bolts to get Candy Thunder up here on the TikTok side, and a $45 super goal on the YouTube side for confetti and a shirt change. We are going to have gift goals on TikTok and super goals on the YouTube side, and both of those will unlock different things. So we'll be unlocking different things on both sides as we move through it today. Make sure you're subscribed on the YouTube side to stay up to date on all the latest content. Everything we do gets posted to YouTube. I can't say it enough. You're all going to see maybe 10% of what we actually record on the TikTok side. You'll see 100% on the YouTube side. So if you're not subscribed there yet, do it. And I know not everybody is subscribed over there. We're at 17, approaching 920K followers on the TikTok side, and we're at 30 on the YouTube side. Y'all missing out. If you're not on there. Subscribing on the YouTube side is free, but you can also join the Thunder Crew and be a part of our YouTube member exclusive live tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central. That's right. We have a member exclusive live tomorrow night, and this one won't get rescheduled, promise. We'll also be doing 3 spins on the Wheel of Thunder. Wheel of Thunder is going to be going on 3 spins today during the VIP Live, which will immediately proceed. I don't know. It'll be after the public live today. 2 of them are going to feature spins with the top gifters, but for the first time, I guess second time maybe, we're going to be doing a spin for the members of the Storm and Thunder crew for our amazing VIP paid subs on TikTok and YouTube. Hell yeah. Just being a member will get you there. Reminder today, keep chat positive and respectful, of course. Everybody's allowed to have their own opinion, and we don't all have to agree, but it costs absolutely nothing to be respectful and to be a DFHB. No spoilers, please. Spoilers will be muted. If not booted, don't risk it. We are going to be playing the story game again today where we read the title and do a 1-minute poll. Where TikTok side, you'll be able to cast a vote on the poll. YouTube side, we're still doing the comment to cast your vote there too. So get out your brooms. Let's go. We're at 1640 of 4K on the TikTok side. And I think we're at 5 out of 45 on the YouTube side, correct? Are you keeping track of that again? Okay. Ellen, thanks for the reminder. Spoilers and spammers will be muted and or blocked. Water went down the wrong pipe. Spoilers and spammers. Hey, Tristan, welcome to the Gosh Heckin' fam. Glad to have you. Grey Dragon, Fox Gaming, Lady of Oz, Tony Spark, Lady of Oz again there, Pamela River Song, Candy Thunder dropping some bolts. I had water go down the wrong pipe, and it's just sitting there. Pamela River Song with you. You're amazing. Thanks so much for that, Lady of Oz. Thank you guys so much. We're getting closer, 1683 of 4K to get Candy Thunder up here. In the meantime, let's read a story. Vanilla tea. That does sound good. All right, here we go. Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with another Reddit story for you. This first one comes from AITA and is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Telling Someone That I Didn't Want to Babysit My Girlfriend? I'll read that again with the ages. Am I the astronaut for telling someone I, 28 male, didn't want to babysit my girlfriend, 24 female? I don't know if the ages matter, but they might. Let's start a poll and find out. What y'all think based on... Oop, that was the wrong choice. Let's try this again. Poll has started. TikTok side. YouTube side, please vote via comment. Am I the astronaut for telling someone that I, 28 male, didn't want to babysit my girlfriend, 24 female? It's a pretty shitty thing to say, is it not? Still not enough context to really make a verdict here. And maybe, tone. The only context clue that I have right now is tone. So I'm going to go 3. I'm going Ask on 3. I wrote out Ask on 3 like I needed to do that. Candy Thunder dropping some bolts there. Purple Crazy Cat with Heart Me, Shy, Tiffany, Foxy. Adventures with Pam, Oma Loves Disney, Heather's New Longs, TLS, Candy Thunder. Welcome to the stream, y'all. See, we have a bunch of new people just jumping in. Frankie J's Mama Party's here. MJ Newcomb dropping the 20 bomb on the YouTube side. Thank you so much for the love. Where we go. Looks like NTA is the winner here. I could be wrong. We're at 50% of our goal on the TikTok side. We passed 2K bolts, y'all. Christine Harris, welcome to the God Shack and Thunder crew. Glad to have you join just in time. We have a member exclusive live tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Central. Brooke dropping the lightning bolts. A. Robertson, Taylor Devon, A Cat with Heart, Jeremy Rockley, Effie, Sophisticated, or Soph. I'm guessing Soph. Thanks so much. All right, here we go. Let's dive into the story. Title again was, Am I the astronaut for telling someone I, 28 male, didn't want to babysit my girlfriend, 24 female? 2 weeks ago, I went to a high school friend's wedding. He's never met my girlfriend, but still extended a +1 to me in case she would like to come since he knows of her. I didn't even bother mentioning the +1 to her because I know she wouldn't want to go. She knows nobody there except for one girl she met one time, Lily, and Lily's boyfriend. The rest of the guest list was just the bride and groom's family plus a bunch of high school friends. Anyway, the wedding rolls around and I go. Lily asked me where my girlfriend is and why she didn't come. I said I didn't want to babysit. I meant it as a joke, as in if she had come, she would be glued to me the entire time as there was nobody else there that she knew. I mentioned it to my girlfriend in passing today, and she was visibly upset when I told her that I said that to Lily. She said it makes her look bad. She also said I should have told her about the invite. I asked her if she would have even gone, and she said no. I said, what's the point then? Am I the astronaut for telling Lily that I didn't want to babysit my girlfriend at a wedding where she didn't even know anybody? Edit! Hang on, you know what? Before that edit, what do y'all think now? What do you think? We got some Ask on 1s, Ask on 2s dropping up here. You know what? At least he communicated it to her and told her that he said it, and he meant it as a joke, but she obviously didn't appreciate it. Why wouldn't he tell her before the wedding, though? Like, what? I'm confused about this. If they are, seriously dating, and it is seriously dating, right? It's girlfriend. We don't know how serious they are, but if they were seriously dating, I feel like if you're going to go to a wedding, the person that you're seriously dating is probably going to know about it before you go. So it kind of feels like he hid that from her so that she wouldn't find out because he didn't want to have to mess with the whole conversation about her not going and then mentioned it after the fact when nothing could happen about it. I still don't know why he would have brought this up. I don't understand. If he didn't mention the wedding before he went, why would he mention it after? Could have done it better. Yeah. Maybe should have. Clinging to him. Mel says, I'd be livid. Rez goes Ask on 2. Tanya Downs goes Brozo. It's a little bit all over the place right now. I think he screwed up communication-wise, though. Let's dive into the edit and find out. Edit! Thank you, everyone, for all the comments telling me how big of an asshole I am. I needed it. I took my girlfriend out for brunch, had a good talk, and I apologized. I told her going forward, I will extend all invitations to her and be careful of saying things that paint her in a bad light. She's an amazing woman, and what I said was not cool at all. She accepted my apology, and we are good now. To clarify a few things, we've been dating for a few years. No, we aren't breaking up over this. Yes, we both love each other. She has accomplished me She has accompanied me to numerous weddings. I don't force her to always stay at home. I was not trying to meet an old high school girlfriend. The groom invited only male friends from high school, so it was me hanging around my old crew, no girls. The groom isn't going to invite high school girlfriends to his wedding. I surely didn't mean to hurt my girlfriend, but I did, and I accept that what I did was wrong. Thank you. Okay, so he's owned up to it, at least. Hatter dropping the $10 super says, I invite my boyfriend to my family weddings, even though he does not know anyone, because I love spending time with him. It sounded like he would rather go alone than spend time with her at the wedding. I think you're onto something here, Hatter. I think he chose his bros over his girlfriend. This was an opportunity to hang out with his bro crew, right? He wanted to hang out with the boys. That seems a lot more like what this was about and why he didn't mention it, even though she said she would have said no, but she has gone to others. Here's what I feel like he should have done differently. Yeah, I mean, he's an asshole for joking around about it. He's an asshole for not mentioning it before the wedding and mentioning it afterwards, which is just like salt in the wound. So I don't know. Like he's laughing right at her. I feel like what he should have done in his position is be like, hey, there's this wedding coming up. There's a +1. I know you typically don't love going to these things, and it's your choice. I'm never going to force you to go, but I would love to have you there. I would love to show you off to all my friends. I would like for my buddies from high school to get to know the woman that I love and that I'm probably going to spend the rest of my life with. Could have turned this into a really positive scenario, but instead he took the L and just chose poorly, at least owned it after the fact, made up for it, and they're gonna be okay. So there's something to be said about that. Now, I know that the AskOn ratings are a little bit all over the place. What do you think now after he's owned up to it? Also, Brittany dropping 672 bolts, TLS dropping 139. You helped us hit that goal. We'll talk about that here in just a second. Fox and Nicole, Kelsa, Dylan Sprague dropping some 2, TLS dropping crazy, Purple Crazy Cat, A. Robertson, Brittany, Mama Buffy. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Elise dropping the 5 says it always comes down to communication, but we need them to not have that. So we have the stories, LOL. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. So 3 should have done it differently. You know what? We get to bring somebody up to talk about this because y'all just unlocked her. Let's do this. Let's give some thanks for this, and then we'll get her up here. TikTok side unlocked, Candy Thunder. So we'll get her up here for feedback. It's just serendipitous timing. That is just serendipitous. It's been a minute since we've seen Moira. Feel like she might make more of an appearance today. Maybe because I feel a little bit more crazy. Can you save me on the... Save me! Save me! All right, we got TLS in no particular order. TLS Journey, Brittany, Dylan Sprague, Kate Crush, Purple Crazy Cat, A. Robertson, Janice, C. 2014 Overkill Mill, Ms. Helene, Madam Maeve, Laura Litzel, Pamela Riversong, Lady of Oz, Pink Piper, Wendy Taylor. We've got... I should know this. Second, to B&VD be y'all. I should know this, and I feel like you've told me what it means before. A Cow at Heart, Mom to GTJ, Leo Named Water, Adventures with Pam, Candy Thunder, Oma Loves Disney, Heather's New Lungs. We've got Gray, DWJOZ, Tony Spark, Olivia and Sons, Jelly55, Rafael Caracamo, Crazy Christy, Anna Hartman, Mama Says So, Imby Let's Go, Christian Museum Girl, Aunt Sue, HRH The Princess, Mama Silver, Chris CJ, Violet Green, Mama Silver Purge, Tinker Bells, Green Bean, Kayla C, and Perfectly Imperfect. Thank you guys so much for unlocking that. We're going to get the next one set up and then get Candy Thunder up here to chat with y'all for just a second. The next one is going to unlock a cake story and a Tony Spark appearance. Holy cow. Wait a second. Trying to find the goal that you have defined here, Tony. Tony Spark. Okay, swapping out. We're going the W coin. Cake story and Tony Spark. Okay, we are rocking and rolling on that. Let me see if I need to pin it. Pinned. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, magnificent, always with wise feedback, Candy Thunder. Oh my God, it's Candy Thunder. Looking very, very Alexis today. She's got her Alexis vibe going on here. We're gonna need you to do a lot of the Alexis hand motions today too. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yep. There you go. There you go.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think that I would have no problem with you wanting to go to a wedding by yourself, to hang out with your guys, but I would have a problem with you saying that you had to babysit me if I came with you. Like that's the offensive part. So
Why would he tell her that he said that? That's a brozo moment, right?
I don't know. Like he was just like maybe he thought it was funny and like it was like he thought it was a joke, but obviously like you can say whatever you want as a joke, but if someone has every right to take offense to what you said. So maybe he meant it, like more truth is said in jest. So maybe I don't know. He should just not have said this to people that she didn't know because they don't know her. And if it was a joke, they didn't get the joke. It just made her sound clingy and needy and whatever.
Shouldn't have said it, but definitely shouldn't have said it, like repeated it to her. Hey, listen to this joke that I think I might be the asshole about. You tell me. You tell me what you think.
He just like, and I say that, like I would like tell you all of the conversations I had if you're not there because I just like, I talk really fast and I like word vomit. And it just comes out of my mouth. And so, like, if I said something that I thought was funny, but it offended you, then I should apologize for what I said. And he did. So I think that means he didn't mean to hurt her. I don't think he was trying to be mean, but it came across that way.
Yeah. So
but he corrected it. This is an all-around good story.
Yeah, he brozoed. But I think he walked that brozo moment back. And Aunt Sue, you had a comment on there that was what? Ask on 3 for not communicating ahead of the wedding, and ask on 2 for the stupid comment, especially saying that to her. Like, why would you just insert sock into mouth?
Then he course corrected and made it right. But yeah, I agree. If you want to go to a wedding and like have fun with your friends, and you know that your girlfriend is not really into like it makes her uncomfortable like being there and not knowing people, then just say that, because I would not take offense to that. I wouldn't take offense if you went to a wedding. I'd be like, see ya.
But that wouldn't happen.
I'm going to stay home alone by myself.
That wouldn't happen. So, I mean...
And Netflix and chill.
So, what we would do is what we have done, and that's go to a wedding together, end up at a table alone, because we feed each other's, like, anti-socialism.
I was there.
Tony Spark was there. Yeah, and we Irish goodbyed him.
Yeah, that's Irish goodbye.
Because, we enjoy each other's company more than we enjoy anybody else's, and that's okay. But I think I think
we're just socially.
There would not be a scenario where I would be like, hey, I would really like to go to this without you.
No, and I understand.
We're also married
that,
though, so.
But I think that's normal. I think that's fine. That part doesn't bother me. But him not communicating what he wanted is what bothers me. So just say what you mean and mean what you say.
Right.
And don't say something. Don't make jokes at your girlfriend's expense.
So you're saying he should have, before the wedding, been like, hey, I'd really like to go and just hang out with my boys for this wedding.
That's a normal
And she
thing.
would have been totally cool with it, most likely.
Yes.
And then he probably wouldn't have said what he said, because when Lily asked where his girlfriend was, he would have said, oh, we talked about it, and I told her I really wanted to hang with the boys, and she said, cool. And then no issues. So, yes, communication. Of course, usually the case.
They corrected it, and I think it's a good story to read where they fixed it on their own, and it wasn't the end of the relationship, because I imagine the comments on Reddit were like, she doesn't deserve, or you don't deserve her.
Yeah.
I hope she dumps you, blah, blah, blah. And I don't think that has to be the end of every relationship, because we all make stupid mistakes. We all do stupid things. We say stupid things, and sometimes we don't mean it the way that it comes out. But I think if you're willing to do the work and come back from the hurt that you caused, then you can. I mean, we've hurt each other numerous times and course corrected and made it right. So I think it's good to remind ourselves that we're all human.
Speak for yourself.
We all make mistakes. You have made many mistakes. This man has made many mistakes. But so have I.
Surely not.
It's just that
I should not have done that. It wasn't very kingly of me. Yeah, I agree. Do you think that him walking it back and fixing the situation negates the, whatever ask-on rating he had previously and moves him to an NTA because he fixed it?
In just this scenario, yes. I mean, I don't know how he is in the rest of his relationship, but I feel like if you agree to forgive somebody for something, then you move forward with a clean slate. Like, you can't just hold it there at this line the whole time and be like, I'm going to use this to trigger me to to an 8, where this normally I should be responding as a 2. Does that make sense?
Yeah. You,
So I
you
don't-
can't use it as an index later on to
Yeah.
amplify your response.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to break up with your boyfriend,
That's
just
fair.
go post a small fight on Reddit and they'll be like,
Yeah.
dump him.
They'll get you pumped up. If you're looking,
Yeah.
if all you need is like a
Validation.
pump up to do something risky and dump somebody, Reddit's the place to go, right?
Yeah.
If you're thinking about
Terabyte,
divorce and
I
you
see you.
you want to do it, but you need that validation to go ahead and do it, Reddit's the place
Yeah.
because divorce is always the first step, or breaking up is the first step.
Yeah.
Beyond, you're right. She's rocking the sexy librarian look today.
Librarian.
Librarian.
That's what I used to say.
I
I'm
didn't
not
spend
gonna
much time in the library as a kid, apparently. Okay.
lie. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I was going to see if I had any Navy stories, but I don't think I
Oh.
do. I don't think I have any.
No, I got one for you. It's a small little quip, but last night we were getting ready to get her in the bathtub, or maybe it was after. But Candy Thunder was sitting on the couch, and Navy
Apple will
was
do.
walking around, and Candy Thunder said to Navy, "Okay, I've got your dress ordered." And Navy does the hair flip and walks over there in her dress.
No, it was
And
a
looks-
cheerleader outfit for the.
Oh yeah,
for the
I got
foot-
you.
all the
I got
football
your
games.
cheerleader outfit ordered, and she's looking at the phone, and she looks at Mama and says, "And my shoes."
These are cheapies from Amazon, BT dubs.
5 seconds go by, no response. And my shoes. 5 more seconds goes by, no response. And my shoes.
Never heard the first.
Yes. Oh, and I'm like, how is she 13 already? She's like, she said it in the most teenager way. And I'm like, how is this happening?
I have been looking for like a cheerleader outfit, and I found a Chiefs one, and I got it on like super sale, but Navy wants a pink one, and Amazon has them for like $13. I have no idea what kind of like condition this is going to be in, but I'm sure Navy is going to be. And we also got a Dorothy outfit. I think someone gave it to us or something. But we needed red shoes to go with it. She likes the little toddler heels. She likes the sound that they make when they click, which is really like, who doesn't like the sound that like heels make when they click on the ground? Because I fucking love it. Makes me feel very girly, and I'm just gonna say that. I don't know, but she's the same way. She loves the clicky.
She even wants to
I
wear
love
a
the
dress.
clicky shoes.
She wants to wear a dress to bed now. Like, we got
She-
some nightgowns for her because she wants to wear a dress
Thank you,
all the time,
Brittany.
including to sleep.
It's empowering. Yes, there's something about it that's like got my kick-ass shoes on today.
Oh, they gonna hear me coming today.
The clickety clacks. Yes.
My goodness.
Thank you guys. Bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Candy Thunder, lightning bolts in the air for her. We are at 581 at 2,500 on the W coins to get the cake story and Tony Spark up here. Let me, this girl is a queen. For real. Had her with the 5 saying I was thinking of making more bracelets for Navy. Now I'm second guessing it after hearing this. Dude, this girl will wear 20 bracelets at one time. Like, to the point where she almost can't bend her arm. She wants to wear that many bracelets all at once. She's all about the jewelry, all about the dresses, all about the shoes, all about the everything. She's a very girly girl and just naturally moves that direction. It's wild. Paisley, Heather, Mama Says So, Janice, 2014, Maddie, Jarby, Silver, Joyce. Thank you guys so much for the love. Greatly appreciate that. We're going to bounce to our next story here. Let me get a drink of water real quick. Get some music rocking for you. By the way, YouTube side, we're 10 away from hitting the first goal. 5 away. 5 away from hitting the first goal, which is going to be confetti and a shirt change. Confetti and wardrobe change. Say it again. 10 away. We're 10 away. You lied to me. It's 5. All right, well, it's 5 now. We're making the call. Hey, Justina, member of the Gosh Heck and Thunder crew for 11 months. How are y'all doing? Hey, we are good. We are good. Only on one arm, though, Lady of Oz. She does wear bracelets only on one arm. For whatever reason, it'd be smart to split that up, huh? Calamity Kane, Overkill Milk, Candy, CLKB, Vonnie, Mama Says So, Janice 2014. Thank y'all so much. Let's dive in. We hit what? Oh, heck, let me get music rocking again here. With Hatter, yeah, with... Heck yeah, we got there. Confetti. Candy Thunder getting her Kaler impression going on here. Yeah, Donna Johnson with the 5. Justina with the 3. Beyond with the 20. Heck yeah, go. Let's go. Shirt change coming right up. Timing.
Don't look at my movies, everyone. Don't look at my movies.
Clumping around. I'm gonna have to get the 2-year hoodie out for the next one, which is already up here, Candy Thunder, in case you're looking for it. Confetti everywhere. It's been a hot minute since we had tons of confetti just everywhere. Okay, YouTube guys. Not that Ellen with the 10. Also, Sergeant Mac is finally on, and tomorrow is his 42nd birthday. Sergeant Mac. Heck, we got to get this rocking for Sergeant Mac. Happy gosh second birthday to you tomorrow. Let me tell you, 42 is the beginning of a new era. Legitimately. That's where I'm at right now. Been at 42 since February, and I got to say, it's a pivotal moment. At least for me. Beyond you heard it, don't look at my movies. Happy gosh second birthday, Sergeant Mac. All right, let's rock and roll. Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with yet another AITA story for you. This one is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Not Wanting My Husband to Go to His Ex's Funeral? I mean, there are things you get. I don't. Okay, I'm going to start a poll. Polls are hard. Here we go. Poll has started. Title again, Am I the Astronaut for Not Wanting My Husband to Go to His Ex's Funeral? This feels like an awfully insecure thing, doesn't it not? I mean, OP, what do you have to worry about? What do you have to worry about? Yes, this is an asshole move for me. Yeah, it's a 1. It's a 1 for me right now, at least. I mean, come on. Look at it this way, OP. If you don't let him go, there's a much higher likelihood that she's going to haunt your ass. Is there not? I would. Did you just say I would? Yeah, we just in unison said I would. I would. Paula with the 40. Heck yes. Which that hits our next goal, by the way. So after this story. I've already. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, so after this next story, we'll get rocking on the next thing here. Okay. Poll, ask on 1, 38%. I'm with you. I'm right there with you. By the way, Brittany leading the board as our top gifter on the TikTok side right now. Heck yeah. Thank you so much, Paula. Greatly appreciate that. And are you 2 months in on the Gosh Heck and Thunder crew, or is it just stuck at 2 like it sometimes does for people? All right, here we go. Title again was, Am I the Astronaut for Not Wanting My Husband to Go to His Ex's Funeral? I'll admit I'm biased right off the bat. I couldn't stand her. I call her his ex to myself and others. He called her his friend. We're all in our early 40s. She died recently, aneurysm. I've been with him for 10 years now, but he'd known her for 20 plus. The way he tells it, they were friends in college, decided to date, got married, and then realized they weren't a great couple and just decided to be friends. All that happened years before I met him. He was clear early on that she was important. A couple months into dating, it came up that his friend was actually his ex-wife. He explained the above to me, saying that she was one of his closest friends and that it was purely platonic. I expressed some discomfort at him being so close to an ex, and he told me, that's fine. If you have a serious issue with it, let me know and save us some time. I'll choose her. I like you and all, but I've known her for over 12 years, and she is one of the most important people in my life. You'll have to be okay with that if you want us to be a thing. Hey, well, by the way, pausing right here, because for him to be able to communicate this up front and be like, hey, this is an important person in my life, and if you have a problem with that, I'd rather know right now. Like pre-communication here, I'm giving him this. And yes, we have an opportunity to use the green flag for hubby here, who up front, I mean,
Oh, you lowered it.
I did. I lowered it so you can actually see my face when this happens. Up front, it was a few months into dating whenever she found that out, and I understand his apprehension for not revealing that until they're a few months in and a little bit more serious, but he pre-communicated it and made sure to create a boundary with it too. So green flags for him. Way to go. When we were engaged, I asked again. He gave me this perplexed look and asked, why would us getting married affect my friendships? I sucked it up and went along. I resented every moment of knowing her, especially when we had to be social. She understood some part of him that I couldn't. Her husband was friends with mine as well, so it's not like I could use him as an angle. wait a second. Use him as an angle? OP. What do you mean use him as an angle? Like try to be friends with him to show your husband how wrong it was? I think you're thinking about this in a very insecure way already. He'd have lunch with the ex. They'd go to their geeky movies and whatever. The few times I brought it up, he said, we've had this conversation before. You had your chance to back out. She died after they had lunch the other day on the way to her car. He spent a bunch of time crying, but honestly, I was relieved. Okay, red flags for you, lady. He was working with her husband on funeral planning. I told him, you don't think you're going, do you? Okay. I need to create like a continuous red flags button here, apparently. My argument summed up, she's dead and she's not a factor anymore. He doesn't get to use his she's my friend excuse since she doesn't exist anymore. He had his cry for a couple of days. He gets to be done with mourning her already. There's no need for him to go to her funeral since I wouldn't want her at his. He was the angriest I've ever seen him when I told him that, replying that he'll be going no matter how I feel and that he's willing to burn this to the fucking ground while holding up his wedding band. Besides you, she was the closest friend in my life. Him, her husband, and my sisters are calling me an insensitive asshole over this, all saying that there was no romantic aspect to the relationship and that I'm heartless. Her husband went so far as calling me a ghoul for how I reacted. Oh, you reached asshole level ghoul. That's new. I never felt their relationship was appropriate, and I hid that for many years because I wanted to be with my husband. Now that she's gone, I don't feel that I should have to hide it anymore and can speak freely. Am I the astronaut for just wanting him to be done with her and for him to not attend the funeral? Yes, you are a fucking piece of human dog shit. Your insecurity has taken over every fucking decision-making power that you have, and you are reacting out of fear. And you saying I've hidden it for this long, I shouldn't have to anymore, is bullshit. You know what's funny about this is that you waited until this moment to create a big stink, but couldn't wait another fucking week to do this after the funeral. You waited this long. Why would you let it go now instead of waiting till after the funeral? If you waited till after the funeral, he'd be mourning her privately. There wouldn't be any kind of thing that he needed to go to that involved her. You took a stand right here to stir the pot, to create drama, to force him to make a choice. Because you thought somewhere in your little birdseed fucking brain that you thought that finally he'll choose me. He was clear about this from, I'm not going to say day one, from month 2. He's been clear about this from really early on. She was an important person in his life. They mutually decided to not be married anymore because they weren't compatible as a romantic couple. They were just best friends, and they've been best friends since. And this is not new information. Being jealous because there's some part of him that she understands that you never will, then you have to apply that same jealousy to every male bestie he has as well. It doesn't work like that. You are just insecure. Your insecurity is driving the boat here. Your problems internally are what's causing this to happen. Your insecurity is going to cause this marriage to crumble, and you are going to be alone. You are a self-fucking fulfilling prophecy. Wow. You are a ghoul. Shit. How can you not see this? How can you not feel it? How can you not detect that this might be a you problem? And how could you go through all of this, think these things, say these things out loud, get the responses that you get, and never once think, man, you know what? Maybe I should be in therapy. Maybe I need to talk to somebody about this because it feels wrong in here. It feels wrong. You get the Ask On One special. Of course. Of course. I've never been so sure about anything in my life. You also get the Bizzo. You also get the Delulu. You also get the DFHB thumbs down. If I had more buttons, I would use them on you because you're honestly just the worst. You're the worst. You're the worst. You don't deserve to be in this marriage anymore. You don't deserve to have affection from this man anymore. You're destroying your own life now. by letting your insecurity take over. And it is going to be a broken fucking record until you finally talk to somebody and address the root issue here. The root issue is not your husband. Something happened way back. Something happened way back that makes you this insecure, that makes you act the way that you act. I'm sure you've been burned in the past. I'm sure that you've been cheated on or you've been left or whatever it was. You are now punishing everyone else in your life because of that. And you've been torturing yourself this whole time. Choose your pain. Going and talking to somebody about it is going to be an intense amount of pain for a short amount of time. But right now you are living daily pain with this insecurity and are going to be for the rest of your life until you get it fixed. Or at least get a grip on it so that it doesn't lash out and destroy your life for you. Fuck, Aaron. Hatter with the $10 super says, as a person who is a close friend with their ex-girlfriend, I would be upset as well if my boyfriend told me I could not go to her funeral. If you had a problem with this, you should have left. Agreed. Paula dropping the 2 hundo says she is AskOn 1+++ and more. Agreed. This person is the worst. It's the worst. Like, seriously, the point of a funeral is to celebrate somebody's life and together to mourn this person's life. To think that she had the power to prevent this is maybe the most delulu thing of all. To think that she was going to make this play and finally make him choose her and then they'd be okay. How, not just insecure, but insensitive to her husband. How insensitive. She doesn't give a shit about him at all. She doesn't give a shit about his feelings. You had a couple days to get your cry out. Now you're fine. Get fucked. Bye-bye. Bye, Felicia. All right, we hit the W coin goal here as well to get a cake story and a Tony Spock appearance. We're going to give some thanks for this right quick. Can you give me the top 12? Or, oh, no, Tony Spock disappeared. He had to go get in front of the mirror and pretty himself up before he makes his appearance, you know? I get it. Thanks, Tater. We got Brittany and Hoddoxon, TLS Journey, Anise Moon, T-Half90, The Giant Cat Lady, Nursey B, 4, Adventures with Pam, Violet Green, Candy Thunder 1, Mom to GTJ, Mama Joe. We've got Michaela McDougal, Lemon Boy, Mama Says So, Lady of Oz, Mama Silver, Candy CLKB, Janice C, Joycey Brown, Shell Frazier, Jelly 55. We've got Marion McGish, Tony Spark, Mama Silver Purge, Aunt Sue 257, Crystal Williams, Southern Country, Lula Bella, Laura Litzel. This one's gonna be tough. And one to done. Please help me with a pronunciation on that. EJ Marie, Brittany is on there as well. A different Brittany. Oh, now they've just changed their order. Why for they do that to me? H. Malero and Tinkerbells. Thank you all so much. I'm going to get the next one set up here, and then we'll get the cake story queued up after Tony Spark comes and chats with you for just a second. The next one is going to unlock a spicy story and Candy Thunder feedback. Bobbida-bobbida-bobbida-bobbida-bobbida-bobbida-boo. Come on, click the right thing, Dusty Thunder. 175. Spicy story and Candy feedback. We are going for 175 paper cranes. Pinning that now. And we got to play the intro. We got to do it, right? We got to do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Spark!
Hello. How's everybody doing? Happy Wednesday. Made it halfway through the week. Also, I'm pretty oh my gosh. I'm like resigned to the fact that I think I'll never have a voice ever again. I don't know what's going on.
Tony's been gargling gravel.
It sounds like it. This is probably about the best my voice has sounded in a couple of days. It's terrible.
Going wild.
Voting for the Google button.
The Google button.
I'm like, I'm here for it. Do you have any open buttons on there?
I can move
look
some
at
stuff.
this. There's so many buttons.
Look, I've got the 2-year trailer I could get rid of. I got buttons that I could shove aside.
There's so many buttons on here.
You won't let me use your intro, so I could free up that button.
Yeah. Subeka, how was the concert? The concert was amazing. It was one of the greatest concerts I've ever been to. It was so much fun. It was worth every penny. I would have paid. We were 3 songs into the concert, and I was like, I would have paid 4 times that amount to go see him because it was so good. So if you're questioning whether or not to buy the Zach Bryan tickets and pay the money and go,
Did you see what's her face?
pay the money and go. Brianna?
Yeah.
No, but she did like my story. I didn't even realize it until like 4 days later on Instagram. But because I posted on my story at the concert and I was like, okay, but where's Brianna? And tagged her in it. And then I was looking on Instagram and she liked my story.
You're famous now.
I don't know about that. Bert Kreischer liked one of my stories once.
Hey-o.
Or he liked it on Brianna Chicken Fry. Zach Bryan's girlfriend. She's from Barstool.
I'm sure that's how she likes to be known. She's Zach Bryan's girlfriend.
Yeah, so for those of you who may or may not have heard, there's a lost episode of Thunder and Spark out there. And it was pretty good. But so we lost it.
Sorry!
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It was the Gremlins. But anyway, I was watching one of my favorite podcasts on Barstool, and they had the same thing happen to them. So it doesn't matter whether, you're a billion-dollar media company or
a $2
or Dusty
$2
Thunder.
Dusty
Like
Thunder.
it happens. The tech Gremlins attacks. So it happens. We're in Joplin, Embroils, not Columbia or Springfield. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to my voice. I never used to lose my voice. I'm a very loud individual. So I don't know what happened. But I had allergies. I had allergies for like a week. And I had allergies for like a week. And then the lake. And then the Zach Bryan concert. And yeah. So my voice just really hasn't had time to recover, I don't think, for the last like month. So I've just kind of resigned that this is what I'm going to sound like now. I don't know. I need to record an album or something. I think Shane was like, I need to start my country music debut now with raspy voice. I don't know about that.
Do it. Let's hear some.
Yeah, no. Actually, if you want to hear me singing country music, you could actually go follow at Tony Spark _ I've got a nice video where I'm singing Friends in Low Places, I think, on there, giving speeches. If you want to see how the concert was, you could also go follow at Tony Spark _ because I posted like 3 videos. This isn't the shirt that says it. Otherwise I would. But yeah, you should. Yeah.
Straight whiskey. There you go.
No, thank you.
Throat coat.
Vocal rest. That's the problem. I'm not very good at that. I talk a lot and loud and I yell a lot. And like, I know what's going to happen. My voice will finally get to be like decent come like Thursday or Friday. And then I'm going to go to the lake. And then Ted's just a loud person. And Ted just doesn't know volume control. And hence the situation that we're in now.
Ready.
Yeah.
We're ready.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen.
75 to go on the goal for this my story of a story that I had never seen like this before.
Oh, wait. Is this the one where you were reading it early and you were like, oh, my God.
No. Turns out, funny story, you've actually done that one. And the update will be tomorrow, right?
Oh, during the
For
YouTube
that
members
one?
only?
Yeah, during the YouTube members only.
Ooh.
So there's that. But no, this story I had never seen like written like that, like this type of story. So it's
going to be filmed during YouTube Live, but it's a TikTok story.
Oh.
Okay. It will make its way to TikTok as well.
But yeah, anyway. So yeah, that's coming
Ladies
up.
and gentlemen.
Bye. Follow at Tony Spark _ for all the latest, greatest TED content.
Is it funny? He does the elevator like lower down thing so smooth. It's wild. Hey, Andy Spoon, Meg's World, and Animal running hard at those paper cranes. Thank you so much. We are getting close. 123, 175 to unlock the spicy story and Candy Thunder feedback. In the meantime, we'll get to the cake story that y'all just unlocked. And YouTube side, y'all unlocked a shirt change. We went ahead and did that. So we've got the crowing. The crows have eyes. It's been a hot minute since I wore this. And as we get closer to Halloween, I'll probably be pulling this into the rotation more and more and more. And if y'all haven't seen this movie, Chef's Kiss. Not a real movie. MJ Newcomb, member for 7 Gosh Heckin' Months, says Zach Bryan's in Portland in November. There you go. Elise with the $5 super says, I'm wearing my follow at Tony Spark _ shirt today. It was a whoopsie cut, so I just made it into a shirt for me. There you go. That's awesome. Heck yes. And Terabyte with the $2 super says, voting F Orange Ascom on Ghoul button now. A Ghoul button might have to happen. I'm going to make the note. With threat level Ghoul. You know what? As we come close to Halloween, this might just be serendipitous. Serendipitous. I feel like I have to say it with Moira's voice anytime there's serendipitous. All right, here's the cake story. Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with a cake story for you. This one is from the Dusty Thunder subreddit, so you know it's going to be awesome. And it is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Taking My Cake Home With Me? Well, that's kind of hard to give a verdict on just off title alone, but we're going to do it anyway. Let me get the poll started here. Maybe. Poll has started. Poll has started. Title again, Am I the Astronaut for Taking My Cake Home With Me? I have not watched Fallout yet. I have not. Is it amazing? To make a Mama's Boy button? Yeah, we need a Mama's Boy too. Cool. Mama's Boy. The Stream Deck doesn't have a Stream Deck bigger than this one. Oh no! Show me the puzzle, TikTok. There we go. Is the poll still going on? Yes, it is. Okay. Poll's rocking. NTA, it's your cake and you. You know, am I the asking for taking my cake home with me? My cake is the only context clue we have. My cake home with me. I'm going to go NTA as well. I'm sure somebody was clearly upset about it, so we'll find out. Or maybe they made a cake for work or for somebody's birthday, and then, or maybe they received a cake and they took the rest home with them. Huh. 82% going NTA on this one. When it comes to cake, y'all don't F around, right? Y'all don't F around. Becky, did you not see the green flex button earlier? I used it. Here, I'll use it now. There it is. There's the new green flags button. I don't know if you guys saw the transition is a little bit different now too. Check this. Instead of the astronaut flying across the screen, it's just that lightning pop real quick. There we go. Monster-in-law. Good gravy. Words are hard. All right, here we go. Title again is Am I the Astronaut for Taking My Cake Home With Me? Hey fam, I meant to post this a while ago, but it recently came back up, so it reminded me to post it again. There are 4 of us who go out often. Myself, 30 female, Mike, 32 male, Sally, 29 female, and Tyler, 29 male. About 2 months ago, we went out to celebrate Mike's new job. After dinner, everyone decided to order desserts, and I got a lemon pound cake with blueberry cream cheese icing. It was so good. I still think about that cake, LOL. It was so amazing that I ordered myself a second piece to have within the next few days. The waitress brought over my piece to go and the tablet so we could split our bill and cash out. She let me know that this was the last piece and is unsure when they'll have that again. Again? She let me know that this was the last piece and is unsure. What? Hold on. Words are hard. This one sentence I've stumbled on 3 times now, so. All right, we got all the words are hard moments out of the way in one line. So no more for the rest of the show, right? The waitress brought over my piece to go and the tablet so we could split our bill and cash out. She let me know that this was the last piece and is unsure when they will have that again. They have different desserts daily. Their POS makes it easy to split bills because she rings in all the orders by seats, so she just selects the seat and cashes us out. Mike ended up telling the waitress earlier that he was picking up everyone's tab as a surprise. It was sweet of him, but not expected since we were out celebrating him. Everything was great. We were sitting there finishing our drinks and Mike grabbed my to-go container with the cake in it. I asked him what he was doing and he said he was going to take a bite. I told him I would prefer him not to because that's my cake and I wanted to save it. His argument was that he paid for the cake, so it was his. I told him that I was not expecting him to pick up my bill and that I had known from the beginning, and had I known from the beginning, I would have put it on a separate tab. Had it not been the last piece, I would have bought another piece and given him that one. But that was not an option. Right there, I cash apped him $50 for my meal and dessert and told him his money had been reimbursed to him and that it was no longer his cake. Unfortunately, it kind of ruined the mood, and we left very soon after. Fast forward to this last weekend, we were all out at the lake and I brought a cake. It was a coconut cream with pineapple on top, just in case you're wondering. Coconut cream is like top 5. Top 5 for sure. Tyler came up to me and was poking fun, saying things like, "What do I owe you? I want to make sure I buy my slice." Mike got mad and said that we were all assholes because it was just cake and we needed to get over it. But as we all know, it's never just cake. Dusty, if you read this, I know you don't really like lemon cake, but just imagine someone taking the last piece of dirt cake. Props to you for that. Props to you for that. So fam, am I the astronaut for wanting to take my cake home with me? Hell no. Hell no. And here's the line I would have used in the very, very beginning. My understanding in the beginning of this was that I was purchasing my own cake. I made the commitment to buy this cake. This cake is not for sale. It's not for sale. He made the offer to pick up everybody's tab. He did not make the offer conditionally upon getting everyone's food. He didn't make this offer conditionally or communicate ahead of time that he had the option of taking people's food or bites of people's food because he was picking up the tab. That is the douchiest thing I have ever heard. Because I picked up the tab, that means I get to take bites of whatever I want. Okay. Yeah, way to do something chivalrous and then turn it into something incredibly douchey. I'm giving him this.
He disrespected the cake.
It is never just cake. It's funny now that when people poke fun at it, he gets upset. You know why he gets upset, right? Because he knows he was wrong and he's embarrassed about it. That's when he says, "You guys, it's just cake. You guys need to get over it." That's him. That's him trying to move past it as quickly as possible because he knows he's wrong, yet hasn't apologized for anything. But I'm sure he feels like a big douche. I'm sure he does. Joey doesn't share food. I don't share cake. Hell no. Especially after, oh my gosh, it makes it worse. I'm gonna pull the scale up here because we got to talk about this for a second. You are NTA. We've covered that. Your buddy Mike pulling this shit after they said this is the last piece and we're not sure when we're gonna have it back for a while. Then he's like, I want to try some. I bought it. I get to do that. That makes it worse.
He acted like this because he had FOMO?
Yes, he had FOMO, but guess what? Picking up the tab does not give you immediate access. It does not give you ownership of all the food. And acting like it does is a real dick move. So I would keep giving him a hard time about it until he sucks it up and apologizes. I would. Or next time y'all go out, communicate with the server ahead of time, make sure you're picking up the tab, and as soon as they put his plate on the table, start fucking cutting into it and taking bites. Be like, "Oh, I already told her I'm paying for everything, so this food, this mine," in the words of Navy Thunder, this mine. And he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm picking up the tab. I own that food." "Oh, you don't like that? Interesting. Well, don't worry, on your to-go box, we're going to write dick real big so you know it's yours." Hey, Elise dropping the $5 super said, "Hey, this was me. We still have not gone out to eat since the lake." Elise, this is you? Dude. Mike. Yeah. Let your buddy know this was a dick move. And I'm serious. You need to pick up the tab next time. Or like everybody but Mike, go in with him together and be like, "Hey, we're all gonna split the check." And then all three of you could start digging in on his plate. Be like, "What? We're picking up the tab. We own it." That's how it works in your mind, right? Elise, you do have some brozo stories. What is wrong with your friend group, Elise? We really need to examine the people you are surrounding yourself with. Hey, Paula, drop. What country did you say was it? Swedish, right? Yeah. Okay. Paula dropping the Swedish 50. It's my cake and I eat it when I want to. Eat it when I want to. Heck yes. Turn that into a song. Actually, that would be a hilarious kind of parody song if we did it. That would be really, really freaking story. Dang. Hey, Yoko, good to see you. If you can't get even petty, Nursey, there you go. Heck yes. Hey, by the way, we hit the goal for the paper crane, so we've unlocked the spicy story. Can I get a rescue on gifter names here real quick? We'll get some music rocking and rolling. We'll get some thanks going, and we'll get the spicy story rocking. Oh, wait. We hit the YouTube 1-2. So we're doing confetti and the Astronaut helmet. Y'all, it's been a hot minute. Here we go. It's not exactly a cool day here either. We turned the AC off during the stream so it doesn't make a lot of noise. And within 15 minutes of the stream, it had raised like 3 or 4 degrees in here already. So it's gonna be a little toasty in here.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Start.
Hey, there we go. I'll open it just a little bit so maybe my voice will make it to the cloud. We got Animal 792. Not gonna lie, that scared the shit out of me. I peed a little. We've got Megath 91, TLS Journey, Tony Spark, Stacy Lynn, Kellyanne, the Giant Cat Lady, Mama Buffy, Meg's World, Aunt Sue, Anise Moon, Candy Thunder, and Horoxon, Lady of Oz. We've got Cheryl Frazier. We've got Maddie Slolly, Mom to GTJ, Jerry Lee Go Forth, Janice C 2014, Shay. We've got Brittany, Real Broad, Zubac, Jelly 55. We've got ID Naz and TF90. Y'all are awesome. I think I'm just gonna leave this on for a while.
You need to change shorts with the shirt change.
I might need to. It's a good thing. Well, luckily, spacesuits have the ability to collect urine, so I'm okay. I'm okay. Was it loud? Oh, the confetti? It was loud. Also, this is the confetti that clearly has a tapeworm problem.
Yeah,
Because look,
streamers. Well, they're streamers, not.
holy cow.
It is what Party City had to do.
Holy cow. It's wild. Y'all gonna see me get tangled up, strangled in a streamer. How'd he go? Well, it was on a live stream. Alrighty, we're gonna get the next goal set up, and on the TikTok side, that is going to unlock. I'm lost. A Caden Thunder appearance. Oh yeah. Okay, so we have unlocked the Spicy Story and Candy Thunder feedback. Spicy Story will be the next one I read. Let me get this one set up. Wait. Okay. Caden Thunder. Sporting a brand new haircut, too. He was the one filming the story that you all saw today, talking about the live. Here we go. Bay Fox says we need a Thunder family dating site. Huh.
They want you to bring back the old astronaut helmet.
The authentic Astronaut helmet?
The one from NASA.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, we haven't sent it back to NASA yet. We still do have it. Next time we hit that type of goal, I'll use the authentic Astronaut helmet. We'll have to dust it off a little bit, I'm sure. We need to remove the mothballs and stuff, you know what I mean? All right, it is spicy story time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Dusty Thunder here with one of these for you, a spicy story. And just to clarify, by spicy, no, we do not mean risque. This is not going to get into talking about penetration or anything like that, so sorry to disappoint you. Spicy means dramatic in our world. Okay. Now that we got that out of the way, title of this story from AITA is, Am I the Astronaut for letting you know I am divorcing you by sending you a thread on a website that you use to ignore me? I'm loving the petty already. Let's get a, depending on what the website is, this might be the other kind of spicy story. I guess we'll find out. Title again. Poll has started, by the way. Am I the Astronaut for letting you know I am divorcing you by sending you a thread on the website that you use to ignore me? All the user in here are making me feel very threatened. I don't use any websites to ignore you, Candy Thunder. Are you divorcing me? She said, no, I'm not stupid. Hey, TLS dropping the 204 W coins. Yeah, we have a goal of 3K W coins to get Caden Thunder up here. Annie Butcher, Sarah Bella, Taylor Devon, Maggie, Michelle dropping the lightning bolts. Becky the Unicorn, Michelle Segura. We've got Deborah, Lazinia Barber, Michelle Animal, Deborah again there, Adri, Nikki, thank y'all so much. Katie, Kaydie. Like the spelling. Animal Crazy Kershaw, Tony Spark dropping the coins as well. NTA. No, it's not me. It's not about me. These stories are not about me. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. We had 76% go NTA. Wow. I mean, you can't ignore the petty element to this though, right? All right, let's dive into it. Title again was Am I the Astronaut for letting you know I'm divorcing you by sending you a thread on the website that you use to ignore me. Damn. Okay. Oh shit, it's the beginning of this. I'm going to love this. Hi, Stefan. Maybe you will finally listen. And if you're wondering if you can just speed home and stop me from doing this and leaving, it's too late. I'm sending you this after I've already loaded everything in the car and left. Don't worry, I spoke with our landlords. Don't worry, I've spoken with our landlords and took my name off the lease. I've set up a direct deposit for next month's rent. After that, you're on your own, buddy. I guess you're wondering why. I'm guessing you'll act like you're completely blindsided, right? Because you've done absolutely nothing wrong and you're a great husband and father-to-be, aren't you? Well, buddy, let me break it down for you in a language you understand. I, 29 female, have been married to my husband, 35 male, for 5 years, and we've been together for nearly 10. On paper, everything seemed fine, but in reality, our marriage has been anything but. I've reached my breaking point, and I need to know if I'm the one in the wrong here. From the beginning, my mother-in-law has been a nightmare. She made everything about her from day one. At our wedding, she wore white, claiming it was a family tradition. It wasn't. She constantly criticizes me, from my cooking to my appearance. I'll never forget the time she called me fat at a family gathering right in front of everybody. And what did my husband do? Nothing. Not a single word to defend me. It didn't stop there. She has accidentally destroyed my belongings, including my grandmother's necklace, which she threw out because it looked like the cheap costume jewelry. She's gone out of her way to make me feel small and unwelcome in my own home. This bish sounds special. But every time I tried to talk to my husband about it, he'd brush it off, saying I was overreacting or being too emotional. And then there's my husband. He's always on Reddit, constantly giving strangers relationship advice, which is laughable considering how he treats me. He spends more time rating women's boobs on Reddit than talking to me, literally. And just so you know, the last pair he rated weren't a 4 out of 10, they were a 10 out of 10. Yeah, he's got plenty of time to do that, but can't be bothered to remember anything about my life. He'll forget my birthday, our anniversary, even simple things like what I'm working on or what's important to me, but he has a perfect memory for his work schedule and things that matter to him. When we fight, he becomes incredibly hostile and always throws in a sarcastic buddy at the end of his sentences, like I'm some acquaintance he can barely tolerate. And he never cleans. The house, the dishes, laundry, you name it, it's all on me. It's like he thinks being an adult is optional as long as he's got his job and his Reddit account. The final straw came a few weeks ago. I'm 5 months pregnant with our first child, a daughter. My mother-in-law started making comments about how she'll have to whip the girl into shape and how she'll raise her to be tough because I'm too soft. When I told my husband that I didn't want his mother to have too much influence on our daughter, especially with the way she treats me, he just laughed it off, saying his mother means well and that I was overthinking it. But the moment that truly broke me was when we were talking about future childcare and my husband suggested that his mother should watch our daughter while we work. I told him I wasn't comfortable with that, especially considering how his mother treats me, and he snapped. He called me paranoid, said I should get over it, because his mother was going to be a big part of our daughter's life, whether I liked it or not. This is the same woman who believes corporal punishment is okay. I've seen her hit my husband's nephew for the smallest thing, and no one does anything about it. It's like they're all living in some kind of cult, and I'm finally waking up to the reality of what's going on. If he wouldn't stand up for me, how could I expect him to stand up for our child? I started to fear what kind of environment our daughter would grow up in, a place where she might be belittled or bullied by her own grandmother, with a father who wouldn't do anything to stop it. Oh, and did I mention that he missed our first ultrasound? His mother needed him to help her with something urgent. Turned out to be fixing her Wi-Fi. Her fucking Wi-Fi. He chose that over seeing our daughter for the first time. That told me everything I needed to know about where I stand in his life. So I packed up and left. I'm done living like this. Oh, and in case you're wondering, I've already contacted a lawyer. You can't scare me into complying anymore because I have all those texts. You know exactly which ones I'm talking about. Hello, let's hear more about those. So, Stefan, I wish you all the best in your future marriage with your mother and the women of Reddit whose boobs you don't even deserve. Am I the asshole for leaving my husband after he neglected me for years, to let his mother mistreat me, and made me fear for our future daughter's safety? Tiny update. Stefan has seen the post. He is mad that apparently one of you found him based on the rate my boobs thing. He has deleted his account. For any purposes, I want to clarify that I left out any actual incriminating information that could lead to doxing him. Any and all people who are pretending to know me or have any incriminating information about me are lying. I am not from South Carolina. I'm not moving in with any other guy, and I'm not sleeping around. Well, holy shit, buddy. You done fucked up. And you know what? We're going to get somebody up here to talk about it. The one, the only, the spicy story expert herself, Candy Thunder.
Spicy story.
Spicy tater time. We like them spicy taters.
Is rate my boobs a fucking thing?
Apparently. And you know what? If it exists for boobs, you know it exists for like feet and all kinds of crazy crap too. What'd you say, Tony Spark?
There's a poop Reddit.
There is a poop Reddit.
I did not think you were gonna say feet.
What did you think I was gonna say? If it exists for boobs, you know it exists for
other things.
Like what?
I don't know.
You thought I was gonna say something.
Italian sausages? I don't know. Okay, anyways, that's just...
Why would you say that? Why would that be your first response, huh?
Because it's the equivalent. Context clues.
No, it's not. It's not the equivalent.
I get to decide that.
Moobs would be the equivalent of boobs.
No, it's not.
Yeah, the
No, it's
Italian
not. No,
sausage
it's
is
not.
an
No,
equivalent
it's not.
of
Other anatomy. Thank
Yeah.
you. Ding bong. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Oh, that's just like...
I am for real.
Okay. I don't understand. Like, did they plan to have a child? Because one, like, I think living with a mother-in-law that is this toxic, and I know that there are people in chat that that have a mother-in-law like this in their life. We do not, so I can't. It's harder for me to like even think about having this much toxicity in my life all the time, and having you not be like, he is not your partner. He's not standing up for you. He's not doing anything that makes you feel loved and cherished. And like at that point in a relationship, if there is no like mutual respect, there isn't anything that he like, what is the point of staying in a relationship if you don't get anything out of it?
Well, he's getting something out of it. That's the point, though.
What is he getting?
He's getting. Well, he doesn't clean. He doesn't do anything. So she's doing all the things. And obviously, oh, I'm so sorry.
No, you're
I was trying to hand animate and just whacked you. Apparently, they're at least at one point we're having sex too. So he gets all of the like the home stuff taken care of, and he has his sexual needs covered, and all he has to do is work and fuck around on Reddit, and he's all good.
Why do people stay in relationships like this? I don't like. I would not stay in a relationship where it's clear that I am not. Like, this is what leads to people like a breakdown in mental health, because like you expect something out of a relationship, you don't get that thing, and you're so like your needs are never met, and so you like self-doubt, like insecurities form. All of these things lead to negative behavior within yourself and the other person. So staying in a relationship like this is only going to hurt someone. It's never, and it's most likely going to be yourself. So why in the fuck do people stay in relationships like this? This makes no sense whatsoever in my mind. Like, I can't wrap my brain around something like this, because she had the means to leave if she was able to like the ultrasound was her final straw. And maybe it was having a kid and knowing that that kid one day is going to be treated the way that she was treated.
Right.
That made her make that choice to leave.
We say that a lot. It's a lot easier to make a choice for your child than it is to make it for yourself. And that's finally where she was thinking ahead at the life her daughter is going to live in that environment is what did it.
Right.
That's what did it for her.
Here's a Shuri. X has
Shuri, yeah.
He was probably amazing at the beginning, but over time changed, and she just held out for that. Like, someday he'll come back. Someday he'll be the person that I thought he was in the beginning. And I mean, but this, in my opinion, she is being abused by her husband and her mother-in-law. Like, it seems like incompetence on his part, and the mother-in-law is just taking every jab she can get. And this is a toxic life for this woman, and I feel really, really bad for her. And I'm happy that she left, but leaving is not going to be as easy now that she has a child with this man. And if this was me, I would. One, he doesn't get to be there for the pregnancy. That's her thing. And when I have this baby, I would not be putting this person on the birth certificate. He can establish paternity.
Yeah. A couple YouTube side things here. Elise dropping the 5 says there is a rate my
Oh no.
kitty cat. New body ass, literally every body part. Wowza. Also, Paula dropping the Swedish hundo says had a mother-in-law like this and a toxic ex-husband. So glad I have minimum contact with him today. Minimum as in we still need to raise our kids together. That's the complicated part because OP.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. Pretty privilege is showing. What in the actual fuck? Who are you talking about? I'm not gonna put up with that shit. I'm sorry, but the fuck.
We'll move past that. The problem for
Also
UOP
bullying.
is that there's likely, unless he does something extremely negligent, likely you're going to have some kind of legal arrangement where your husband still has access to your child, right? And being able to exclude mother-in-law from that is going to take some work and some documentation. But if you have documentation, you have these text messages already, then hopefully that's enough evidence to prevent at least mother-in-law from being around. But he's going to snake. Even if it's legally stated that she cannot be around the child, he's going to allow it. So there's going to have to be some kind of way to manage that, short of you just like ghosting, like disappearing, like witness protection kind of level shit. He's going to be involved at some point here, and that's going to be really, really tough for you. Damn.
I think like knowing what you want out of life now, like you've been through the worst of it, and so you can hopefully move forward from that. But being treated like this by the mother of the man that you're marrying, I think is just insane to me. I don't understand why any woman would treat her daughter-in-law like that. Regardless of what she looks like, because I don't think that matters.
That feels like a projection. You know what I mean? This feels like she lived this way. She was mistreated when she was younger, so she feels like she has to pass that on to toughen up all the women in her line to make them tough. But Stefan, hubby here, Stefan, look, dude.
Yeah.
You've been around for hundreds of years, ever since Elena turned you into a vampire. Like, you've been around long enough that you ought to know better. You ought to know better. You ought to know how to treat a lady by now. And you ought to know.
This is Stefan with his humanity switch off.
Yeah.
That was what I was thinking when you were, because that's what I think of when I hear this name. But,
Stefan. Come on.
Also hitting your kids.
Catherine turned, not Elena. Dang it, I was so close.
Does not make him.
It. You're right.
I know, I heard it. It's okay. I love you for it though.
I failed you.
Yeah, hitting kids does not teach them. Like it doesn't, in my opinion, it's not the way. I think there are better methods for that. And if that's not something you want for your child, then that person should not be watching your child.
Yeah.
If you've seen her do it to other children, she'll have no problem doing it to your child. And so if that is not what you want for your child, then that's not the person that gets to watch your child.
Yeah. And there might be a part of hubby deep down that agrees with you, but the 99% of him that is showing agrees with mommy, or at least allows her to puppeteer him. So he's not going to move against her because he's afraid of her. And she's gone to great lengths to make sure it stays that way. So you can't count on him to do the right thing at all.
I wonder if these guys are like, cut the cord. I wonder if these guys are afraid of their mom, or, I mean, if she was treated him the way OP is saying that she treats the kids, then yeah, maybe he is afraid of his mom, and he was taught to respect her no matter what she says.
Yeah.
No matter what she does, you respect your mom. And so it's like, it's part of his core beliefs, and that's all he knows. But again, like at some point, even though these are the cards that you were dealt, you have to take life for what it is and move forward in life as it is right now.
That has been a recurring theme.
I know.
Over the past couple days. Yeah.
So you can't just expect, because this is the way that I was raised, this is the only thing I know. You have to understand the world, adapt, and be a part of the world, and function as a member of society.
Yeah.
And
you can opt out of cycles.
Yes.
I mean, in gravity, like the gravity of situations will continue cycles. making the choice to break out of a cycle is, of course, an incredibly challenging thing, but it's not impossible.
Doesn't it, like thinking about it that way, like if he was abused by his mom and now this is what he believes because he was abused by his mom,
Sure.
it gives you sympathy for the offender in this story. But I also think it shows us that we don't really know why people are the way they are. And so I think that's why maybe sometimes the benefit of the doubt can happen, but it does not happen on Reddit.
No, absolutely not. And it's that one situation.
Yeah, he craves his mom's attention.
Yeah,
and
and
he's
approval.
He's never going to do anything to upset that. And that's
Yep.
that's the whole thing on this story, is that it all started because of this. And I guarantee you, mom knew that there was an ultrasound that day, and mom had
And
an
diverted
issue
him
from
because
that
of control.
because she wanted to control him. And that's so maybe if the mother-in-law was out of the picture, this man could step up and be a decent father to his child, but he would have to make that choice within himself to change.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Oof.
Bye, guys.
So, is OP the astronaut for leaving her mama's boy husband in a Reddit post? Candy Thunder? Is OP the asshole for leaving her mama's boy husband in a Reddit post? We'll make it official here. Pain creates change, right? I think you're past that point. You're past all points of coming back here, hubby, Stefan. You had opportunities because she has raised this concern multiple times, and each time you dismissed it. So now the pain you're going to feel, having not as much involvement in your child's life as you would have had otherwise, maybe that's enough for you to wake up and be like, maybe this isn't right. Maybe it's enough to start talking to somebody about it, get to the root of the issue, and figure out why you think what you think is okay. Why do you think that? Getting to the root of that and being able to unmake yourself is about the only way that there's a happy ending to the story, but it's going to be long and painful and grueling trying to get to those issues and unmake the way that they affect your life now and got you into the shithole that you're in. Digging out of this hole is going to be tough. It's going to be very, very, very tough. Yes. We will do we'll do some petty thunder for this because the delivery method here was fantastic. All right, we are at 1473K on the W coin goal, which this one unlocks what? Bless you. This one unlocks a Caden Thunder appearance. We're already halfway there. We're rocking and rolling. And our next goal on the YouTube side, does that unlock another spicy story? We have another spicy story? Sure, he says. Sure. All right.
Sure, he says with complete confidence.
In complete confidence in Candy Thunder's ability to find another spicy story quickly.
We got it all under control.
All right, we're going to dive over to the next story here, ladies and gentlemen. In between here, Katie, Brandy Perkins, Janice 2014, and Hot Oxen Tours. Thanks for the love. Ash Tay, and Hot Oxen Crispy Bacon, Mortal Me. The Funny Farm, Denise Bustard, Cheryl Frazier, Bailey Chapman dropping 250 of those coins. Aunt Sue, Sean, see you there as well. Diana, thank you so much. Let's dive in on the next story. Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder once again with another Reddit story for you. This one is from AITA and is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Telling My Best Friend She Should Call Off Her Wedding? Let's start the poll. Well, we don't have a lot of context clues here. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt to OP here and saying NTA, because if your bestie is saying, dude, you need to call this off, there's probably a really damn good reason for it. Poll has begun. Am I the astronaut for telling my best friend she should call off her wedding? YouTube side, what do you think? What do you think? Hey, likes goal is still a thing on the TikTok side as well. We're at 47% right now with just 30 minutes to go. So if you tippity tappeters who have not liked the stream yet, please like it a few times. And maybe we can get to that 700K goal. Also, Animals jumped into the lead as the top gifter for the TikTok side so far. Heck yes. Those paper cranes, man. Jumped up with those paper cranes. Paper crane. I can't not say it like that. Tony Spark, Mama Says So. Creation Bullies. Stacy Lynn Foxworth, Mama Says So. Okay. Can I get it right this time? Hierophant. Holly. Is it Hierophant? I'm screwing it up every time. I'm going to get this right. Hierophant Holly. Bergthora, Tony Spark, McKinsey, Jade, Jess, thank you all so much. 65% going NTA on this one, right along with me. Hopefully we're not wrong. We've given, Denny Crane, thank you. We've given OP the benefit of the doubt. Let's make sure. We're right. Okay, here we go. Throwaway, names are fake. I, 27 female, have a best friend, Daisy, 27 female, who is getting married in about a month and a half to Max, 29 male. They've been together for 3 years and are really perfect together. I was super supportive of their wedding until recently. About a week ago, Daisy had her bachelorette party. She didn't want to do anything crazy, so just the closest girlfriends went to a small vineyard for a nice dinner, and it was during this dinner that she dropped the bomb. She made a big show of pouring everyone a glass of the house red except for herself, and took a huge sip of her water. She was smiling at all of us as if we were already in on the joke, but we weren't. But then slowly, realization dawned and she confirmed she was pregnant. 2 months pregnant to be exact. We were all happy for her, congratulating her, hugging, etc. Then someone made one of those jokes about them having to get married just because she's pregnant, and she got all mischievous again. She then revealed that Max doesn't know and that it was going to be a surprise. The reaction to this was mostly positive, which dumbfounded me. Max and Daisy have always wanted kids. I even know they explicitly talked about it before deciding to get married, which is definitely the right thing to do. However, just because two people want kids doesn't mean one person can just make the decision of when is the right time. And that's exactly what I feel like Daisy is doing. I don't think you should marry someone when you're keeping something massive. Words are hard. I don't think you should marry someone when you're keeping something that massive secret. I have no idea how she managed to keep it secret for 2 months anyways, but according to her, they've been so busy with the wedding planning, it was easy to hide. And anything weird happening, like her vomiting, she just attributed to stress. I talked to Daisy the day after the party. I told her what I thought, and that I was just trying to look out for her, and that if it was the other way around, I would want her to do the same for me. She got really quiet while I was talking, and afterwards told me that she didn't appreciate me butting in on their marriage, and that it was her decision. I pointed out that it shouldn't just be her decision, and that she was majorly affecting Max's life too, without even including him in the conversation, and that she shouldn't go through with the wedding if she was insistent on keeping him in the dark. This pissed her off, and she told me to leave and not contact her. Since then, I've gotten some messages from our friends who were at the party, so I guess she told them. A couple of them agree with me, but most of them are on her side and are calling me an asshole for ruining what's supposed to be the most exciting time in Daisy's life and what gives me the right, etc. I don't regret speaking up, but I'm worried that I might have ruined our friendship, and I'm not sure I'll still be allowed to come to the wedding. Did I maybe overstep? No. I mean, not for me. For me, trying to offer your bestie your opinion, and I think that's the key word here is bestie for me. I think if it's really your bestie, like you have an unfiltered line of communication between you, right? And whenever you see your bestie really fucking up, you pipe up and you're like, hey, I think you might be really fucking up. And that's what she's trying to do here. She's not saying that they shouldn't get, well, she is saying that she should call off the wedding, but the moral of the story for OP's, flag here is that she thinks she needs to tell the truth to her husband before they get married. Keeping some big secret and then getting married. Yes. I mean, when you begin your marriage, if you begin it with a lie, you are beginning it on a foundation of lies. And that's never a good thing. Like trust needs to be 100%. Now they both want kids. Like what's the worst that could happen if she does keep it a secret? If they both want kids, it's highly unlikely that they're going to get married. He's going to find out and he's going to be like, you bitch, you didn't tell me, I want out, because this is something they already talked about. But I would want to know. I would want to know. And yes, Bestie did not tell the fiance. Bestie just had opposition to her bestie, the bride-to-be, who is now preggers and is saying, you need to tell him. You need to tell him before the wedding. Like, it's the right thing to do. And Prager's bestie, bride-to-be here is like, no, you're ruining my time. Get out. So I feel like the burden of the bestie is to speak up and say things like this. You also got to understand that there's possibly some pregnancy hormones at play here too. So your bestie might have lashed out the way she did because of that. And maybe after the fact here, we'll cool down and we'll be like, hey, let's talk this out. But with all the adrenaline running of wedding planning and the baby and everything, it might just get worse. So I don't know. Just because you talked about it doesn't mean timing isn't important. That's true. That is absolutely true. So maybe Bestie Prager's bride to be here is worried that if she says something now, he'll want to punt the wedding to next year or some other time. Maybe that's why she's not. There's a reason. And I think that reason is more than just keeping it a surprise. I think she's got some kind of fear driving this decision. And maybe OP having that conversation and being like, hey, why wouldn't you tell him? Let's have a real adult conversation about this and really try to get to the bottom of it. Maybe that's your charge as the bestie, to try to figure out what's really going on here, because it feels like there's more than just what's on the surface. Is he the father? I can't understand why you wouldn't tell him, Candy Thunder says. Oh shit, didn't think about that. She's just trapping him? Oh no. That's no bueno. Maybe it's a miscarriage issue and she didn't want to tell. Well, but you know, a lot of times if she's afraid of a miscarriage, she wouldn't speak up to anybody until a certain point when she felt comfortable, right? But she's telling her girlies. So I don't think that's it. Maybe it is. But there's something there. Yeah. I don't think it's I think the charge here is not to call off the wedding. It is to have the conversation, talk, tell him about it. It's an NTA for me in what I understand of your dynamic. And I do think that she's pumped up right now, and that hopefully it may be years before she regrets blowing up at you the way she did, and she understands where you were coming from. And she may have too much pride to walk that back and say, hey, I'm sorry, let's talk. So it may be done. You may not be invited to the wedding. You probably won't be if she still hasn't told him by then, because she'll be afraid that you will tell him before the wedding or during the wedding. So just be prepared for that. But I still think you did the right thing here. I still think you did the right thing. Definitely wouldn't tell. Definitely, well, shit. I wonder if OP's wrestling with that too. If OP is wrestling now with, should I tell him? If she's not going to. Oof. Kaylee Dory, Amanda Evans, and Honox and Ashley T. Cruel Intentions, Dory. Cruel Intentions again there. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate that. We are at 2131, a 3K on the W Coins goal right now. Rez says, I want to believe OP's intentions are good, but I'm still wondering why she's so invested in the fiance's feelings. Well, they know each other. Now, because she knew enough to say that they've always wanted kids. It seems like they're probably close. If they're besties, if OP and Daisy are besties, then she's probably decently close with Max. So I think she's looking out for her bestie's happiness and the stability of her marriage. I think her heart is in the right place. She's still looking out for Bestie. She's thinking about Max's feelings in the context of how that's going to affect their marriage. Not so much like feeling bad for him and thinking she's doing him wrong. I think it's a big risk for you if you don't tell him until after the wedding, right? You think OP's overthinking it? Yeah, so that's the theory here. If he wants kids, she's not baby trapping him unless it's not his kid. I don't know. I think bottom line, I think OP is NTA here, and she is fulfilling her role as bestie. And sometimes you need that bestie who's going to stand up to you and be like, hey, this is bullshit. In it, you're not going to have the immediate clarification, like where the clouds lift and you're like, oh, you know what? That is bullshit. I'm terrible. I will fix this now. It's going to take some time. So I'd say just be patient, but understand that you may not be invited to the wedding, and that is going to have some ripple effects, right? So get ready for it. Let me get some music rocking for us right quick. We are pretty close. We're at 2282, a 3K on the W Coins right now. I'm going to go ahead and get a shirt change in here because I feel like it. Hang tight.
Words are hard.
You. Speaking of Max, youths, rocking our Schmidt here. That's bull Schmidt. Shell Fraser, Brandy, Tony Spark dropping the coins there as well. Cruel Intentions dropping the 70. Brandy dropping the 40. Jules, Kaylee, Janice 2014, Shanty, Dory. Thank you all so much. Rez, you're jaded. Yeah. It's tough. Well, especially reading as many, Reddit stories as we do. It's easy to get jaded, right? All right, let's dive into the next one here. Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with yet another Reddit story for you from AITA. This one is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Donating My Son's Entire Toy Collection to Charity Because He Refused to Clean His Room? Oh, damn. Okay. This is one of those, I gotta follow through with my threat situations, huh? Poll has begun. Here we go. Am I the astronaut for donating my son's entire toy collection to charity because he refused to clean his room? Entire? Oh, shit. Sometimes. Sir, I want this fish. Give me it. No, I don't want some freshwater bitch fish. It's pretty rough. So the flip side of this coin would be an empty threat, right? And a lot, parents, whenever they get riled up and your kid isn't cooperating, empty threats happen. So this probably started off as I'm going to throw your entire toy collection away if you don't clean your room. Well, the room didn't get clean, and then it's a matter of, am I going to stand my ground? Am I going to follow through on this threat, or am I going to make it empty and train them to not listen to me and not take me seriously? So we had the majority. Well, the winning vote here is Ascon 1, which is just the worst. I agree it was a poor decision. We'll see how far it goes. I'm going to go 2 on this. I feel like it's something that definitely shouldn't be done. Hoping there was no kind of evil behind it. We'll see. It's the word entire for me. Endless possibilities. Yeah, entire. You're probably right. That's probably a 1 because of the context clue. Let's dive in. I, 38 male, have a 10-year-old son, Jamie, who has been struggling with keeping his room clean. I've asked him repeatedly to tidy up, and every time I end up doing it myself or giving him a reminder. Last week, after another round of nagging and 0 results, I decided to take a more drastic approach. I told Jamie that if he didn't clean his room by the end of the week, I would donate his toys to charity. Of course, he didn't take me seriously and continued to leave his room in a mess. When the deadline passed, I followed through and donated his entire toy collection to a local children's charity. Jamie was devastated when he found out. He cried and begged me to get the toys back, but I explained that the toys were already gone and that he should learn a lesson about responsibility. My wife is furious with me and says I was too harsh. Well, that's a problem. She argues that it was unnecessary to donate all of his toys and that he should have been given another chance. I understand my wife's point, but I also think that Jamie needed a wake-up call. He's been getting away with ignoring chores for too long, and I wanted to show him that there are real consequences for his actions. Plus, the charity will benefit from the toys and the other kids will get joy from them. Now, my wife is considering talking to a family therapist about this, and Jamie is obviously upset. I'm beginning to wonder if I was too extreme. You're beginning to wonder. Well, that's good. Am I the astronaut for donating my son's toys to charity because he refused to clean his room? He's 10. He's 10, which means a lot of the toys that this kid had were probably not like little rinker-dinker things. There was probably a lot invested in those. The toys that he chose to keep were probably pretty meaningful. Wanting to create some pain to cause change is one thing. I think you overshot this one, OP, by like 10 miles. I think you overshot this one. And the fact that you did this without your wife on board is what turns it to a 1. I'm going to go ahead and make the decision right now. This turns it to a 1 because you did it without your wife on board. If you guys had done this as a unified front, number 1, if you had this conversation with your wife, you wouldn't have made this dumb of a mistake. You would have figured out something that was a middle ground. You would have figured out a way that would create some perceived pain at the very minimum without causing your family a lot of financial pain because you know you're going to end up rebuying this shit. You know your wife is going to go rebuy a lot of this shit. You done shot yourself in the foot. That's all you've accomplished here. And you made yourself the villain of the family. Now it is mom and him v. you because you moved against both of them. If you had the foresight to have a conversation with your wife, which, by the way, when you're considering some kind of drastic action here, I think you have to talk to your partner and make sure that you guys are on the same page about this, because open opposition to your parenting in front of your child is probably the worst thing that can happen here. And that's why it turns into the two of them versus you moving forward, because you put yourself in that position. Look, dude, you could have picked out one thing and donated it. You could have put one section of things in a box in storage, said you were going to throw them away, and thrown an empty box away. There are a lot of things you could have done. Looking at you, Candy Thunder. We've used this trick before. It was a Christmas present. Is that what it was? Yeah. Yeah. We've had to we've had to do something before where we threw away like an empty box that we wrapped to make it look like a present. Throwing a present away because somebody kept getting in trouble for talking at school. But it created pain. It created the perceived pain, and that's what helped create the change. Right here, he went for the jugular. You're not trying to create pain at this point. You're trying to create. What's worse than pain? You're creating life-altering pain here. You're creating like trauma. Yeah, coming home to an empty room is probably a traumatic event for a 10-year-old. And now it's going to cause all kinds of ripple effects and issues later down the road. Like the damage that you've caused here, you're going to be feeling for a long time. And I feel like you've caused yourself and your family, your entire family unit, a whole lot of pain that is going to take you a long, long time to live down if you ever do it. Bleh. Yeah, it was a big screw up, man. I understand you're wanting to create some pain to create change, but there's incremental, right? I mean, just one toy that he really, really likes, or what's the thing he plays with most right now? That's the one to go, right? You don't have to take everything. You don't have to be this drastic. And the fact that you did it without your wife's consent just makes it that much worse. Not good idea. All righty. Hey, we hit a goal here, which means we get to bring Caden Thunder up. Let's get the music rocking for just a second. Can I get to help with the gifters? Ow. Cassiopeia, I've seen parents clean out an entire bedroom because of this, but they allow their children to earn the things back with good behavior. Yeah, just not getting rid of them straight up. That one chick, Miss Aline, The Funny Farm, Cruel Intentions, Max Basing, Amanda Flo, Mimi Houston, Shep, it's Jasmine, Nymian. We've got Tashi Magnashi, like the name. The Giant Cat Lady, This Kid's Mom, Cheryl Fraser, Tony Spark, Julie Jules. We got Kaylee, Hannah, Janice C. We've got Aim Cat, Crashly Nicole, Ms. No, LMC Earl, Mama Silver, Martha, Olivia and Sons, Candy Thunder, Kelly Kell, Sarah, Bella, Mama Says So, Creation Bullies. We've got Beer Fairy, there's a name, The Medieval Girl, Aunt Sue, Sean, Fornatas, Brandy Perkins, Ann Harrockson, Ashtay, Crispy Bacon, TLS Journey, DB Center, Bailey Chapman, Sally Maisky, Reindeer Glasses, Queen Greenwich, Hurn, Brittany, Adventures with Pam, Joest, Malaoso, Emin Kirkland, Jerry Lee Go Forth. We've got Mestiza Cakes, Animal 792, Purple Crazy Cat, Joycey Brown, Crazy Kershaw, Annie Butcher, Tinkerbells, Maggie Pie, and Becky the Unicorn. You are all amazing people. Everybody in chat right now, just for being here, for engaging, for loving this content and us and showing up. Y'all are just the bestest. Okay, so the next one we're going to do, which we may not have time to complete, but we're sure going to give it a shot, is going to unlock the OG Astronaut helmet. Y'all wanted it. Here's your chance. Oh my gosh. Top Gifter, AMA, and OG Astronaut helmet. We are going Tiny Dinies, and we're running hard at them. That is pinned. And let me get him up here for you, the one and only Mini-Me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Caden Thunder!
Hello. Hello there. Caden Thunder. For those of you who are wondering, who the hell is this man? It's me. I am Caden Thunder. I'm Dusty Thunder's oldest child. I'm not a child. I'm eldest boy. How are you guys doing today? What's going on, chat? Thank you. I'm so funny and hilarious. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I just got my hair cut. Chopped a whole bunch of it off. A lot of it's gone. Craziness. I have not watched The Anonymous yet. Should I watch it? What's it about? Favorite metal band? I don't know. What qualifies as a metal band? What would you qualify as a metal band? I listen to a lot of. I really like Slipknot, if that qualifies. Don't flame me if it doesn't. But I like rock bands. I really like Slipknot, Marilyn Manson, Korn. Those are my three right now that I really enjoy. Yeah, Avenged Sevenfold's really good too. Yeah. Thank you for complimenting the butterfly tattoo. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I am Dusty Thunder. We found a freaking miracle plastic surgeon. Yeah, Fountain of Youth. I just sprinkled it on my face a little bit. Now I'm Dusty Thunder. What's up, What's up, chat? What's up, chat? It's me.
Is that what I sound like?
Well, give me something to say that Dusty Thunder says, and I'll say it. I don't know what you say.
Mostly just inappropriate.
I only edit you like 8 hours a day, 5 days a week for a living. Can't think of anything you say.
I do need full-time editing.
Yeah. Words are hard. Words are hard.
You say it like that?
Words are hard. Ask Con 1. Words are hard.
Do I do that?
So sorry.
The words are hard.
I have beard clippings on my shirt. Words are hard.
Oh my
If
goodness.
I made TikToks, what would you guys want me to make? Because I just don't ever have anything to say. I would post stuff if I had anything to post. Who is this guy? I'm Caden Thunder.
Moira voice. Say brozo. Yeah, there you go.
Brozo. That's a buffoon. That's a biznatch. Bizzo. Delulu.
Do your best like Dusty Thunder narrating voice.
Okay. Let me give something to read. What do I?
Here, I'll let you read.
Let me read a snippet. Let me do an impression here.
Here
Let's
you go.
see.
Just
Let's
read
see.
the highlighted line from.
All
the
right,
last
chat.
one.
You ready? Get your clothes on. Now, my wife is considering talking to a family therapist about this. And Jamie is obviously upset. I'm beginning to wonder if I was too extreme. Am I the asshole for donating my son's toys to charity? Because
I feel like you're doing the smolder.
He
while
refused.
reading. I don't do the smolder while reading.
he refused to clean his room. Ask Corn 1. Brozo. Buffoon. Not cool, man. Not cool. Bye-bye. Look at those bye-byes.
You're Moira. There you go.
Bye-bye.
Hey, okay, wait. Before you go.
Before I go.
Because I gotta tell you guys, Tony Spark, did you tell them what you started watching?
Tony Spark.
Tony Spark has started watching Love Island.
Tony
Everybody.
Spark's
Drink.
watching Love Island.
Tony Spark is watching Love Island now, so now it's like back into topical.
We're not allowed. We're not allowed to give any spoilers.
No,
I
we
saw
won't give any
comments. I saw comments from you guys saying not to spoil it anymore because something got spoiled for somebody. So we apologize for that. There will be no more
We
spoilers.
won't spoil, but I would love for you to give a couple Love Island impersonations.
All right, say someone and I'll do an impression.
What do you mean? Say something.
Just say a person's name
Aaron.
and I'll do an
Aaron.
impression. Aaron?
Aaron.
Kayla, it's my experience too. Kayla, Kayla, it's Kayla. I just want to hang out with
Taylor.
Rob right now. Fuck, Aaron. Aaron, you're fuck.
Leah.
Spare me, Rob. Spare me.
Rob.
It's rare for me to like girls off the bat, and I'd really like look a bug. That's
Kindle.
It's about to get nasty in here.
And Cordeezy. Cordell.
I can't remember what Serena said. I already forgot.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you.
the one and only Caden Thunder doing the elevator. There you go. Nice work. Nice work. For those of you who haven't watched, it's Love Island USA, who haven't watched the latest season yet. This is the first season that we've ever watched, but it is wildly entertaining in like the most fun, crazy way. Tony Sparks says, I hate that the Thunders have influenced me to watch Love Island. You hate that you love it. That's the problem. And I understand that. I understand that completely. It's like, I'm embarrassed that I enjoy this show. It's on Peacock. On Peacock. At least still vote Caden starts a sub-channel breaking down reality TV like Love Island and The Bachelor. I'm game. I'm game. I like it. All right, here we go. We're going to dive into the next story here. I'm just going to 5, right? Mr. Producer? UK one is just as bad. I bet it is. I guarantee it. I don't know if I can do another season of Love Island like right now. You need a little break from it.
Yeah, 5.
5. Okay, here we go. Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with yet another story for you from Reddit, from AITA, and it is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Asking My Wife to Stop Going on Her Annual Trip? I almost read that incorrectly and said anal trip, but it's a good thing I didn't because that would have been awkward. Let me start the poll and we'll read the title again. Am I the astronaut for asking my wife to stop going on her annual trip? I don't know. IDFK. I'm going to go 3, middle of the road, because I'm not sure. They're not really asking her to go on her annual trip. Something that's an annual thing, so she's been doing it for a while, at least 1 year. And asking her to stop apparently is going to be a big deal because OP's worried that he's going to be an asshole for it. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Steffi, why am I in my teenage daughter's room filming this? Wait. You think this backdrop is all like teenage daughter stuff? No way. So one of these, that astronaut holding the balloons, or the planet balloons, was a gift from the Thunder crew, and is awesome. And the rest of it is all astronaut themed stuff. We do the LED lights here, and here's why. Because when I press a button like this, we use them to change the color, to change the whole vibe, to change everything. It's not my teenage daughter's room. It's my awesome streaming setup. And I'm hurt. You've hurt me. All right, AskCon 2 was the winning vote here. So yeah, I mean, we don't have enough information to completely. Still need the green light. I have a green light. We used it earlier. See, look. Boom, there it is. And you know, sometimes my shelves don't all listen, but a couple of them did that time. All right, here we go. See you, Caden Thunder. Thanks for being awesome. Animal says the real question is, why the heck do you have a hoodie on when it's 975 degrees outside? Purely because I had to show it off. This is the 2-year channelversary hoodie, which this design is available in the swag shop. If you go to dusty-thunder.com, you can get it on all kinds of stuff. But Candy Thunder and I both got a hoodie. And yeah, it's way too hot for this today, but I had to show it off. So I'm willing to sweat my balls off for a little bit while I read a story just to show it off. All right, here we go. My wife, early 30s female, loves to travel. I, early 30s male, do not. I don't hate it, but I find it stressful, and flying makes me incredibly anxious. My wife, on the other hand, has traveled all over the place, lived in multiple countries, and is always planning the next big adventure. This really hasn't been an issue for us. I do travel with my wife probably once or twice a year, usually staying a little closer to home. Otherwise, she travels with her family or friends. She always invites me on these trips, but I rarely go. While I miss having her around, it's a good arrangement. She gets to do something she loves, and I get some alone time to unwind at home. She'll send pictures, we FaceTime, and she usually brings me back some cool souvenirs. All of this to say, there's one trip she takes every year, and I'm starting to get uncomfortable about it. She goes, by herself, to the same place every year, and it's non-negotiable. When she's there, I hear from her way less than any other trip. She'll send pics, and we FaceTime, but less often. When she gets back, she'll give me snippets of information, but I don't get a full day-by-day rundown. This trip predates me. She first went to this place in college and has been back basically every year since. She's told me several times how much this place means to her, but my problems are as follows. The trip is non-negotiable. She's had a lot of trips change, get canceled, or not materialize, but this never does. I'm not invited. It feels secretive, like she doesn't want to share it. This place isn't exactly a tourist hotspot. It's not what you would think of as a vacation destination, and there aren't a lot of sights to see, even according to my wife. So why the need to go back 10 plus years in a row if there's not that much to do? I brought it up to my wife, but she can't see where I'm coming from. The issue being that we have the money, we have the time off work, and we still have a great relationship outside of this. I even asked if I could accompany her sometimes, but she accused me, probably correctly, of only wanting to go to keep tabs on her because I, under any other circumstances, would have no interest in going to this place. So, according to her, it's either my insecurity or ego that's trying to keep her from her passion. I get where she's coming from, but it also seems crazy to me to be deliberately unwilling to include your spouse in something like this. No, she got it right. Well, you know what? IDFK still. I feel like she did get it right. It is your insecurity and ego that are at play here, and that's where the opposition comes from. Like you can't stand that you don't know, you can't stand that you don't have control of the situation, and that's a problem. But I think we also have to address the fact that she clings to this secret trip that she goes on as well. Now, what I'm imagining here is probably not what it is, but what I'm imagining is that she goes to this this not well-known place because it's not touristy and not overcrowded with shit, and has like a week of just chill time. Maybe she writes or processes her life down there, but it's like her one solo meditative time. That's what I'm hoping it is. And if that were the case, this would kind of make sense. It's like, no, sorry, you don't get to go on this one. I go by myself. It's once a year. I wouldn't think she's going back once a year to see some fling dude that she met, 10 years ago. But it could be something like that. But I do think that everybody needs some alone time to fill up their cup. Once you become, a parent, that gets a lot more difficult for them as a childless couple. I think they have the option of doing a lot of that. And every time that she goes on a trip, he gets alone time because she's going with other people. This is the one thing she does herself. And maybe, OP, you need to look at that situation and be like, okay, whenever she goes, I get alone time. She never gets alone time. This is her only alone time. Why do I feel the need to control that? It is shady that she won't tell him. I mean, what is she not telling him, though? He gets snippets of information, but she's not as forthcoming with information as she would be with the other trips. And maybe that's because there's not that much to tell. Maybe it is a meditative kind of thing. Maybe it is a chill kind of thing. And the objective is to not have a lot going on. So there isn't a lot to convey. I don't know. Elise says, I can usually find the good in people. This is suspicious to me too, though. Ashuri, everyone sucks here. He's a bit insecure, but she could tell him what it is if there's nothing to hide. Okay. I always forget about the everyone sucks here option, which is dumb of me because it's not always like one person is wrong when one person is right. It's usually everybody's a little bit wrong to some degree, right? I agree with you on this. I think it's an everyone sucks here because she understands she's accusing you of your insecurity or ego being at play here. And I think in a married couple, if Candy Thunder had an insecurity about something that I had planned to do, I would want to alleviate that as much as possible. And she's not. So she's maintaining the current secrecy, not that it's secrecy, but the level of secrecy that she has. She's clinging to that and saying he just wants to control her, basically. But she's right. It's his insecurity that is forcing him to feel the way that he is and act the way that he is. So I don't know. Amy Luna, just remembered Americans exist. We are, you know what? We're very humble and in hiding most of the time. We never put ourselves out there front and center and try to take the spotlight. It's very much who we are. But she's causing the insecurity, Raya says. With a trip that predates him, or with her unwillingness to provide more information. Yeah, I mean, it's his insecurity and her unwillingness have a symbiotic relationship here, right? So this cycle is going to continue until one of them gives. It is, yeah, something needs to change here. I do agree. It's an ESH. It's an everyone sucks here. Hold up. Punch in, Tony Spark. Tony Spark is punching in, ladies
I
and gentlemen.
forgot to put on there the top comment that is funny, so I just pasted that in there to the bottom of the story.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of funny, but also kind of like
Okay.
there's some funny options that he gives to why
Okay.
this person's
Here we go. We'll get into the top comment here. Top funny comment. Okay, let's think about this. 1, she may be part of a secret ancient order of immortal knights who congregate every year at this specific place. Possible. 2, she has a secret family somehow, and they've had to move to another country as part of a convoluted witness protection strategy after she betrayed the local Italian mob. Also possible. 3, she's a sleeper agent who needs to check in with her superiors in person every year. You are her normie cover. Check under the floorboards for a safe with guns and fake passports. Maybe she's a former Nazi. Could be. 4, she cheats on you, but she's very respectful about it and only does it 1 week every year. It's like the purge, but for cheating. Nah. 5, she likes to travel solo, and just because a person is in a relationship doesn't mean they have to do literally everything with their partner. No bag. No matter how big or words are freaking hard. No matter how big or inconsequential it is. Yeah, also, you get alone time and she doesn't, so remember that. 6, she takes care of a weird alien creature who landed on Earth 10 plus years ago and goes to check in on it once a year. That's my leading possibility so far. 7, same thing as the sleeper agent hypothesis, but instead she's an alien and the mothership has crashed near her yearly destination. You're the asshole. Take your pick. Yeah, I like it. Yes, the alien options are definitely my leading probability things right now. But it could be anything, and I would feel uncomfortable. You know what? If this situation, Candy Thunder went to somewhere and communicated with me, but didn't offer me nearly the communication level that she does on other trips, I would feel uncomfortable. But I also feel like she would see that and would be very forthcoming to try to alleviate that discomfort. And I don't know. It isn't everyone sucks here. I think they're both on the hook here. Michelle Heather dropping the New Zealand biddy. Thank you so much for that. Ashuri, marriage is about trust and communication. Agreed. Yeah, and they're both screwing up here. I think he's allowing himself to get worked up when otherwise he explicitly trusts her, which is, confusing. And she's feeding into that. So do each other a favor, talk this one out, get through it. Hopefully it's nothing serious, but maybe she's a person that feels like she doesn't have to share everything with you. And you do have to remember that you get alone time every time you don't go on a trip, and she doesn't. So those are things to consider. But yeah, it sounds difficult. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the day. We had a fantastic fun live with you. We're at 93% on the like score. If you got any taps left in you, tap them now. Ruth Jones, Michelle N, Marupi. We've got London Lulu Spam, Tessa Rose Madison, Annie Hay, Marupi again, Erica Eternal, Renee Williams, Delia Hale, Melissa Munson, Jennifer Scott Wayward, Saucy Verito, Tony Spark, Melissa Munson dropping the 70 Tiny Dinies, King of the Tiny Dinies, sending a heart me. That's ironic. Saucy Verito, Shep, Brooke, Melissa Munson, Karen Jordan, Shaz, Kathy, Kim HD, Nicole, Janice, Ashaya, Cheryl Frazier, Rebel Wolf Marketing. Words are really hard today. Nicole, Olivia Marie, Nicole again there, Hildy 76, see you there too. Berg Thora, Tiggy Taylor, Jen Design Store, Chicken Tender. We got Ruth Jones, Island 001, Ruth, Michelle N. Thank you all so much for the love. Greatly appreciate it. And if she gives him literally no other reason to doubt her, he really shouldn't be suspicious of her. Agreed. But he has voiced this concern. So, and she's unwilling to help him get past it. So I don't know. It's tough. Gabriella, you need a Words Are Hard t-shirt as you write your thesis. They are available at dusty-thunder.com. A couple of designs to choose from, actually. Words are always hard for me. I'm glad you guys are cool with that. And again, I think I said this last stream, as long as they screw up in a funny way, I feel like it's okay. Which I think extends to beyond. Look at this. You guys got there. You guys got there on the gosh heckin' like skull. Look at you. Y'all can rest your thumbs now. Rest your thumbs. You know, 5 years from now, I'm going to get a letter about a class action lawsuit against Dusty Thunder for everybody who has carpal tunnel in their thumbs from liking the freaking stream. But you guys are so awesome about making it happen almost every time. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Like everybody's typing now. Like I can barely type. We appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. And it does more good for us than I could ever express. So thank you so much for always being there and supporting this crazy mission, having fun with us, laughing along with us, at us a lot of times, which is good for us. And sharing your stories with us, sharing your feedback with us. You're just an amazing group, and we love doing this for you and with you. So thank you for allowing it to happen and making it possible. Many thanks. All right, we will see you next time, Sunday night at 9 p.m. However, I lied. The next stream is actually going to be tomorrow night, and it's going to be for YouTube members. We're doing a members-only stream tomorrow night. Is it just YouTube members? Is that right? Yes. It's a YouTube members-only stream tomorrow night starting at 9 p.m. Some of those are going to be made available to VIPs on the TikTok site after we get them edited up. So you won't completely miss out there. Next normal stream publicly is going to be Sunday night, this coming Sunday night, September 1st at 9 p.m. Central. We're going to be streaming on TikTok and YouTube. Football season is getting ready to start. Luckily, Chiefs play next Thursday. So that's not going to interfere with our schedule, at least for the time being. And then we will be live next Wednesday, September 4th on TikTok and YouTube. Again, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube site if you're not already. There's so many more videos there. The latest Dusty Thunder podcast episodes, Thunder and Spark, which we're refilming Friday. Piano Man, which is a story book-length story that I wrote and voiced. And more exclusive content. You can also join the Thunder Crew and be part of our YouTube exclusive live tomorrow night at 9 p.m. See y'all next time. Thank you. Kitten Green, Custom Chiefs Cup. Hell yeah, I'm down. I am down. Pupper is good.
Don't forget the VIP live.
Oh, yeah. VIP live to follow. So members of the VIP on both sides, YouTube and TikTok. We're going to see you in about 10 to 15 minutes for the VIP chill live.
And spin Candy Thunder's Wheel of Thunder.
Hey, yo. Does she get this one ready?
The wheel is officially hers.
It's the Wheel of Candy Thunder now. Hey, Paula, with the Swedish 30. Thanks so much. Hey, yo. There we go. All right. We'll see you next time, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Always a blast. Always.